Is that 3, 2, and now we're live? Okay, hello.
Hello.
We take. Below, we like to keep things in a nice hierarchical order around here.
That's hurtful.
Yeah, I'm not even first in this. Is kind of upsetting. There he is. Level of professionalism we've come to expect.
Riku's good at muting himself. What can we say?
Is it just you? Have you got the input?
Oh, so horrifying, irritating.
Hello. I'm back. There we go. Look, I'm not muted anymore. Isn't that wonderful? Hello, I'm back. I'm Riku. I was muted for the first 2 minutes of the stream, as we come to expect. Before we start and go any further, we've had, because obviously we've got lovely Patreon supporters and whatnot. If you're a Patreon supporter, you can literally send us a message and tell us what you want read out on stream. So I have to say the following, thanks to Sugar Mama, who is one of our Patreon
before
supporters.
you do, Evia is saying you're so low, like it's indiscernible. So it's not like you were muted. Yeah, you're just too low.
Is that better? Am I audible now?
If you're a Patreon supporter, you can literally send us
I can hear you on the phone.
Yeah. Right, so yeah, the Patreon only thing. Apparently, I need to say this. I, Riku, am so happy to be sharing this with you guys. It brings such joy to my jaded soul.
That's nice. I'm glad you love
To
us
my
so much.
jaded soul, because I said that
I'm feeling
I was
doubt
a
here.
jaded human.
No, I'm going to take it at face value.
And there we go, there's the viewer's discretion advised. If you're easily offended, which if you're part of the Thirsty Thursday community on Robot Republic, you're probably not going to be, so I'm sure it's going to be fine. But yeah.
Here comes the man himself, by the way.
Oh,
There's Uncle Jeff.
Go! Hello, everybody. I'm Jeff Keighley, and
concerning
this is Summer Game Fest,
shiny blazer.
live showcase of what's
Yeah,
next in the wide world of video games. We are
I'll admit it,
live
I'm far too jaded for the happy presenter
He's
thing.
very
I am.
happy, yeah.
I'm a very jaded person these days.
Welcome to our showcase event.
I think I might have always been jaded, to be honest.
Do you know what, I quite like the blazer, I'm not going to lie.
I was okay with it. I think it's just on him. It looks a bit strange. He looks like he's never worn a suit in his life.
He does look like the weird uncle who's come to your wedding dressed
He
in a
does.
blazer but no other neat clothing
Yeah.
because he doesn't own any.
He gets the memo that says smart attire, and he thinks a blazer is smart attire over his t-shirt and jeans.
He's like the guy when I bartended a wedding turned up literally in one of those tuxedo t-shirts.
I don't mind that. I know that's like you have to wear it really ironically though now. If you
He
think
was
you're being
about
clever.
60 and a mean drunk, so I don't know if it was ironic.
Aw.
If we do this right,
Oh.
Alright, let's open this up so I've got the chat because I don't want to miss out on any
I was
of
going
the...
to say, I've got the chat
wonderfuls.
open.
Okay, once again, Xander has arrived.
And he's talking about sexual harassment from Cali.
Sex harassment, here's not sure why.
For
Yeah.
actual reference, this is an in-joke with some of us on Robot Republic. It's not an actual thing. So please don't cancel. Please don't cancel Callie.
Street Fighter 6 is coming in
They're talking about Street Fighter 6 still. I'm still not sure about Street Fighter 6.
They broke Ryu. I said this last time. Ryu used to be hot. He's now just got like proper dad vibe energy, and I'm not gelling with it. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know, it kind of looks like he's going to be in Last of Us now.
Can you
He's got
see
that
us all, by the
jolt.
way? Just want to confirm, because on my phone screen, tuned into this thing, all I'm seeing is a PlayStation State of Play symbol, so...
I can see it on my phone.
It's working.
You can
Yeah,
see
I
us,
was gonna
yeah?
say I'm gonna
Okay,
bring.
that's fine.
I'll open up my
Oh
phone as well,
god,
just
what did they do to
check.
Guile?
Guile.
What did they do to Guile? They made him
They
a dad
turned him
too.
into Logan Paul.
Oh god, well at least you can beat him up. Right, okay, I'm gonna remove the actual chat from the Summer Games Fest so I don't just have to see the word mobbing time continuously.
Yeah, this Morbius thing, I saw a petition to bring it back into cinemas.
It's been back in cinemas and it flopped again. this
Yeah, 'cause
last weekend or
It
whatever.
sucks.
I've just glanced at the chat.
No doubt.
We've now got, apparently I've started 2 movements, hashtag Cali2 and hashtag cancel Cali. Please don't,
Two
because
coinciding movements.
there is no way I'm taking over the whole company. It's just not happening. I haven't got the time.
No, when you get freed up a time, I know there's a plan for an aggressive takeover. So I'm expecting it.
I'm not wearing my
Yeah.
Palpatine hoodie, so I can't actually confirm that.
I already know your plans to make me the Darth Vader. So.
No, it's not. I mean, well, it's called Robot Republic. I feel that we should have a robot somewhere.
I'm not saying this all sounds horrifyingly just black leather and black cloaks going on here.
What can I
But
say?
it is what you're saying.
Summer Game Fest. Check this.
There we go. Pop up.
Oh,
chat.
we've got
Yeah,
another
good
world
news.
premiere.
World premiere. Oh, okay, I'm kind of excited.
What new thing are we getting?
I wish I was
I
like,
miss
joking.
the old Xbox World
Oh.
premiere.
Yeah.
No, it's not what I thought it was.
This is Callisto Protocol, right? Or
No, it's
as you
not,
guys
it's Dead
know it,
Space.
Dead Space.
It's Dead Space Remake!
I'm not getting into this again. I got into this last time. I'm not getting into this again.
And bring it back online. We found the relay.
Husbando has taken over. He told me there was a betrayal coming. What do you know of this Husbando, Josh?
I don't know what he's talking about. I would never
know.
betray
Yeah,
anybody.
yeah. You definitely don't have that betrayal look in your eyes.
I am a loyal. Wait, that's Colonial Marines.
It is
Wait, hang on.
Is this an alien game?
This is an alien game.
Oh, sick.
This is exciting, because I was going to say it wouldn't be a world premiere if it was Callisto Protocol. 'cause
Yeah,
we got it
I
last
thought
week.
maybe it was like, additional footage from it or something. but yeah.
Oh, is it the base from 2?
What we found.
The base
Yeah.
from 2, yeah, maybe. What's that called?
But-
Haley's Hope.
Haley, yeah, Hadley's Hope.
And it found us first.
Well, we all know Alien game. Okay, I'm already concerned that it's not an alien. It's some guy with
Is it an engineer?
no.
Is this Prometheus, the game?
Why?
Run! Do not turn
Xenomorph.
sideways. Always run.
They're not going to be
Or this is Fireteam Elite
synthetics, are they?
DLC.
They're not going to be like
Could be
androids.
Fire Team Elite DLC because it doesn't look like this, and it would be really good if it did. Yeah, it might well be. Otherwise, they've released 2 games in the kind of same.
But let's be fair. Alien games have a history of not looking like the trailer.
Yeah, that's very true.
Admittedly, I really like Fireteam Elite.
I like it. Yeah. By the way, Xander saying Alien Marines : this one runs. It would be a good selling point compared.
Well, you can either do this or spend £100 on the only one you can get on Steam if you want Colonial Marines.
Well, yeah.
When I close my eyes.
Ooh, hello.
Can I just double check with the chat? Does the audio from the trailers come through okay or not?
Oh, he's talking to dead people.
And someone.
Oh, he's just having a last sit down there, and he's about to be
Absolutely torn
savage.
apart.
Well, at that point, I'd be drinking.
aliens. Okay.
Okay.
So is that
Descent.
not DLC for this? Oh, fuck's sake.
It's an XCOM game.
Yeah. It's I think it might be not turn-based. It looks like it might be, like the the Ascent.
Yeah. I mean, to be
that kind of
fair,
thing.
I thought one of these games could work if you put in sanity, you have people breaking down. There's a whole lot of stuff you could do with aliens in that franchise.
Alien Isolation, Eva, by the way, is fucking great, frankly.
Yeah, I think Eva was saying the Alien Isolation's trailers looked very close to the game.
I don't remember the trailers.
I remember watching the trailers and being like, I'm never playing that, and then I played it and have screamed so many times at
I don't
jump
remember
scares.
the trailers either, but yeah, it's a very good looking game. So
Another
I
world
can't imagine
premiere.
it being too
Oh,
much.
Uncle Jeff is spoiling
Oh, is this
now.
is this Castillo Protocol?
Well, no, it's not. It's gonna be Dead Space.
Are all games the same now?
Yeah, they're all
Just
space. It's the
gritty.
season of space.
This actually is Dead Space, I
It's
think.
just sci-fi.
No.
No,
this is Callisto.
Crafton, this looks like...
This is Callisto because
This
it's got
is
the
Callisto.
same
Yeah, this is the same thing they showed us last
Yeah,
time.
in which case, not really a world premiere, is it, Jeff?
Did you know?
Well, his blazer's cutting off blood supply.
The trailer volume is definitely background to our voices. I am gonna.
That is how
quickly
it's meant to
tweet
be, because
that.
you want to hear our voices, but I
Yeah,
understand
but we
your
do need to
concern, so
have-
turn it up.
Yeah, we do want people to kind of come through. I'm just gonna tweak my volume mixer.
When I watched the PlayStation State of Play, I had to re-watch most of those trailers afterwards, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I'm just bringing the zoom volume down.
I mean,
Is entirely.
is it going too far with the space horror nowadays?
No, not far enough.
Well, where's our Victorian era horror? Let's have
We've
something.
got The Life of P coming out, or whatever it's called, Lies of P next year, which is like Clockwork Pinocchio game. Kind of looks like Dark Souls, but in that Victorian-esque era.
I don't know. Give me a Tudor horror game. That'll do.
I would like a proper gothic.
A Tudor horror game. You're in the, you're in like a castle-y thing, but it's just Henry VIII chasing you down, like the Dinner Lady game.
What? So I'm a wife.
Yeah, you're a wife escaping Henry VIII.
I've played worse concepts. I'll be
It's
honest.
not bad. I'm up for copyrighting that and saying people should get on.
You're going to
contact
copyright Henry VIII.
I mean, he's in the public.
Yeah.
He is in very much, the
Public
public
domain.
domain
I
now.
wonder if anyone's tried copyrighting a man from history like that.
How are audio levels of the chat? So I've just done.
I don't know. This one seems, now I'm watching it, seems less horror-y, more.
It's like
Dead Spacey.
action
It is
horror,
very Dead Space.
Yeah, same devs, sort of. So a lot of the same devs. I just love these monster designs. They're that kind of body
Well, that's
horror I'm
horrible.
into.
I still want a new Thing game. This just reminds me I want a new Thing game.
Welcome to your.
Can't we just have something new, Josh? This is new. This isn't based on the Thing. It's a new thing.
It's all based on the Thing.
Well, yeah, but like it's a new IP technically.
Is it? It's mostly Dead Space with a coat of paint.
It's not even got a coat
Nice,
of paint. It's just Dead Space where they've slightly changed the outfits you're wearing.
I'll be
Oh
honest,
God, there's
my
another
thing
person
with
in a
Dead
blazer.
Space-
And joining me now, Glenn
That's me, isn't
Schofield,
it?
striking
It's not quite the
Yeah,
Met
Black
Gala,
Blazer.
is it?
First of all, congratulations.
It's not quite
This
the
game
Met
looks
Gala when it
absolutely
comes to
Isn't the
costumes.
Met Gala
Though.
where they dress
The
up
fact
in
that you
weird
have
shit
built
though?
this
The Met Gala is like
Like
big
zombies and
fashion-y.
stuff.
It's like a
IP
big
shipping this
fashion
December,
parading.
all
It's where
included.
Gaga rocked up wearing a
Anyway,
literal
so
dress of
Me
meat.
too. Yeah, so I think this is better than
Thanks for
that
having us. I really do appreciate
in
I-
terms of fashion.
The only one I know is when
Seriously,
Matt and Trey Parker turned
you
up
know,
in
I wanna thank
dresses
you,
to the
for
Oscars
all
or
you've done
BAFTAs
Yeah.
or something.
That was the Oscars, that was. Was that was the South Park movie, wasn't it?
All I know is they were both high as a kite.
Oh,
You've
yeah.
been an ambassador. You've amplified new games, new studios, and
So this just seems to
Is
be
this just
kneeling in the
kissing-
snow.
I really do.
Is this just kissing
It is.
Jeff's
About me,
ass
it's about
right
you
now?
guys.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's the one where
Thank you so much.
it's
And,
better
yeah,
than when
so
they
far,
do,
it
and now
really
we've
shows
got
that
people
the show,
actually playing the
this
game.
people saw
They're
the trailer,
definitely
but what I was
playing
so
it. Listen
excited
to them
today
talk.
is that you just brought a raw gameplay
Well, I
don't
don't
mind.
mind.
This
You
game
get to
is
see
in
a bit of
development,
gameplay at
and
least.
people are
I'd
gonna
rather
blow
watch
away
that than
when
watch
they
this
see
man
it.
just
Tell us
tell
a bit
Jeff
about
how
what are
good
we
he
gonna
is.
see today?
Well,
we got a
yeah,
couple
but
minutes of,
you can
I don't
see
mind-
he's
raw
got
gameplay.
jam and spoon in his
Two
like right hand
segments
pocket.
in
It's why the
first
flap's
half of
folded
the
in
game.
still.
One is the med zone.
Hiding,
He
it's
does have
hiding the
different
little,
flaps.
it's hiding the little
See,
pot of jam and the little spoon he's got
new
for Jeff
enemies,
later
some
on.
brutalities,
Why
some
do you have an
roughness.
issue with
Just
Pocket
about
Jam?
everything we
Pocket Jam is
introduced a
amazing.
new, weapon
Alright,
called the grip.
okay.
It's,
Suppose they make
like
those
a
little
gravity gun, but it
jars
cuts
of
up
jam for a
enemies,
reason.
and it shows
Damn
you
right,
what
I
it
thought it was
is.
hotels, but it
It
turns
rips
out it's
them
for your
apart,
pocket.
it's great.
No, you steal them
And,
from
and then
hotels.
check
Just
out
put it in your
the,
pocket.
Very much.
That's how you know you're on holiday.
Eva in the chat has just basically said, Riku, paying premium rates for cosmetics is pretty much mainstream. Don't act surprised that you're being given the opportunity to buy Dead Space with a new skin all over again. I mean, we're also getting a Dead Space remake as well, which is why I feel ripped off.
Well, this is why I'm standing on the Castilla Protocol isn't Dead Space. It looks more horror-y, but you're not also just shooting people's limbs off, which I frankly found quite a boring mechanic. I'd much rather just
Let's let the
shoot.
footage
Shoot
speak
them.
for itself.
Yeah.
Glenn Schofield,
I mean,
skip to
there's
the point where you're going to kill them anyway. rather than
certain lack of
Callisto Protocol.
challenge in
getting
just
gameplay
shooting.
Oh, nice.
Actual gameplay.
God, I hope he doesn't shoot anyone's limbs off. Otherwise, Callie's gonna
I
just.
will be a bit pissed because honestly, even the light bar on his neck, this is very Dead Space, isn't it?
It's another one of these games where no one thinks, "What if I had a torch?"
I'm going to apologise to everyone. I'm just upping the quality of the video on my end.
Yeah, it always seems to reset to a
default
shit
720.
quality for some reason.
So we've got weird holograms and monsters. Well, that doesn't make you feel
think
absolutely
he's
terrible,
dead.
does it?
It's like one of those holograms that shows you what happened just before they died, like in Prometheus. So, we're onto a good start.
I mean, we've got some interesting stuff that they've
there
independently
he is.
created off their own back. Some ideas
Ooh.
from
Hey, look,
Prometheus.
stasis, stasis.
He grabbed him like the force power pretty much now. Is he shooting off his fucking limbs?
He
I
is
am now-
shooting off his limbs.
I am now a good few seconds behind you guys, by the way, because I had to reboot the stream because it was at the wrong resolution.
Understandable. Shall we give it a couple of seconds pause?
There's just been a big fucker drop through the ceiling and he's now backing up.
Okay, well, he's on 2 bullets where I am.
5
on the back of
bullets,
his gun.
He's just
4
punched
bullets, 3 bullets, 2 bullets, 1 bullet, and
Alright.
the big scary thing has just, well, he's just, yeah,
Yeah, he's beating him to death with a pipe.
and he's just blown
And
his
no
head off.
bullets.
Just finished him off with a gun there.
Reloaded.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're all more or less at the same point, so we're cool. We can stop commentating on what people can see now.
Punching. Searching.
I
You've
feel
got
like that's a good
Callisto
stream.
credits.
Callisto credits. Good for
It's actually what we're
viewing
doing.
at the Callisto bar.
By describing this, what we're doing is we're making this more accessible to people with visual impairment.
Yeah, but by pointing it out now, it just sounds like you're mocking them. So
I am
He's
act-
just
that is
climbed,
not-
he's walking, he's got a helmet now. There's a keyboard. He's not pressing the keyboard.
the capitalist in me is now already thinking about how maybe this is how we do it. we watch these things and we give a audio description, and that will be the only channel doing
Did you
it.
just get like puked on?
No,
Well-
standard spitter. Every game has them.
Standard festival. Yeah, no, this is just Dead Space.
Yeah,
It's
it is
Dead
just
Space with force
It still
powers.
looks cool though.
Dead Space with force powers and some Prometheus kind of things in it.
Well, yeah, sure, Dead Space, if he had a lightsaber, would have been a much better game.
Huh?
Oh,
Hello.
ooh.
This doesn't look good for him. Oh well, he is. He is.
That is
assuming
a
character
very,
fun.
very, very descriptive death animation.
Did he
That
win?
just happened. All right, moving on. This October, Call
That
of
is a
Duty
joke
Modern Warfare
Xander and I
arrives.
have from,
Infinity
we
Ward is
watched
once
the
again returning to its roots
Star Wars
with a
Episode
modern-day
3.
action game.
Best one
And
yet.
today we're
And you know
about to show
when
you the world
Palpatine
premiere of this
touches
gameplay
Vader after he's
with
had
a
his arms
level
and legs
playthrough.
cut
To
off?
tell us more,
Hmm.
let's head to the
Xander
port of
just
Long
whispered,
Beach to check
"Did you
in
win?"
with Johanna Faris, the head of Call of Duty.
Oh look,
very
Modern
good.
Warfare 2.
Yeah, could be good.
Well, I assume it will be, but from what I understand, it doesn't really follow the same plot as the second one, because the first one didn't follow the same
Right.
plot as the
The
first
woman on
one.
the screen, I think, is explaining what's going on.
We are back. We are
No,
back.
she's
Like a
just
way of
blowing
saying,
smoke
"Shut
up.
up, Josh."
Oh, it's being
She's just blowing
subtle.
smoke up Modern Warfare's butt.
Alejandro,
Hey, loophole
and of course,
elegance.
Ghost. We needed a stage
Welcome.
big enough to debut Call of Duty in a whole new way,
Really?
inspired by the
So you
world we're
booked
about
out a
to enter.
dock.
Oil rigs, cargo ships, and staggering odds are just the beginning. Here is Modern Warfare 2.
I do love a good cargo ship.
I mean, I really
Yeah.
hope they're going to remove that paint, otherwise that's just vandalism.
I feel like however much that cost, it wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
Like whatever it cost to rent out that area and draw a big Modern Warfare 2 thing on it just to show it on screen could have been. It just that's not going to add it to the sales.
Not
That's
going
going
to
to be
lie.
one of those really fun bits I can watch before I get to play anything.
Yeah. Not going to lie, it just looks like if that shot of them driving the boats over the sea just looked like exactly the same original game, but they've just improved the water textures and added more fog.
This, I don't know if you're watching the same thing as me because this looks fucking great. Like,
Oh no, I'm on the
graphically.
character models now and it looks quite good.
Yeah,
But like
At
the
least
opening bit
Soap is
with
keeping the
boats.
mohawk.
I haven't played them. I've been told to, and I even bought one from Xbox 360. Yeah, Black Ops actually. So no, I haven't. So yeah, I don't really know these characters other than reviews I've read on our own website.
Well, like all Call of Duties, you can get them on Steam, but they still cost about 30
Well,
quid a
this
piece.
is the fucking thing, right? It's so pricey still. But hopefully with the Activision purchase, they'll end up on Game Pass eventually, and I'll have a marathon of first-person shooting.
Hello, Loophole Elegant in the chat. Sorry, I couldn't see that. My eyesight is terrible. I should probably go get my glasses, but I don't know where they are. And Eva in the chat has just said this is why global supply chains are humped. COD. Yes, this is why everything is costing so much at the moment and supply chains are bad, because literally Activision took an entire shipping dock to advertise their new game.
That's what I yell when I put petrol in my car.
I was figuring that shipping dock just wasn't being used because it's what, you know, they used to ship stuff out to Europe from England from, but well, can't do that so much anymore.
It all got Brexited.
Yeah.
He was just leaving. Why'd you shoot him?
There's a lot of shooting people in the backs for a professional military here, isn't there? I guess that's fine. Legally.
Well, there's no silver medal in war.
They just chucked that guy off the top bloody level, so he's dead. Or, you know, severely broken armed.
But did he do that deliberately after he knew he'd been shot, so he was someone would remember his death?
Maybe.
Oh, no, they're dead.
If I'm gonna die, throwing myself off a building seems like a pretty fun way to go.
Yeah, Hans Gruber it, just fall to your death.
Well, if you're going to do that, though, you've got to do the whole flailing arms as you're falling.
I want to be able to be vacuumed up afterwards.
Am I doing the Hans Gruber flailing arms or the Robocop flailing arms, where it's clearly a plastic model?
Whatever one you feel like on the day.
I want to be a plastic model. Grossly over-proportioned plastic model.
Yeah, so this is pretty as hell. I played, what did I play? Sniper Elite 5 recently, so I'm kind of in a mood for shooting stuff. Not schools or anything like that, just
Didn't have
games.
to say that.
I was going to say, that did not need clarification,
well,
to be fair.
Not a specification.
Felt it did.
Well, there we go. Thanks for joining us. This will be the last stream Robot Republic does because of what Callie just said.
We're now out of business. Hashtag cancel Callie.
I actually have to admit, I did play this when it came out. Like, my dad and my brother were like,
out yet.
no, the original Modern Warfare, not this one. Like, the original
I've played all of them.
Modern Warfare 2, like... And I was not completely terrible at it. I am not good at, you know, first-person shooting games.
The thing that's always put me off Call of Duty is I played, like, someone had an Xbox in some flat back when I didn't use the game all that much, and I had a quick go. They were playing it online compared to, you know, the multiplayer online, and I just got shot from across the map with one bullet and died. And at the time I was used to like Halo, where you get shot, you can kind of just hide away for a moment, regen shield, go back in, and it was just a bit too realistic. But yeah, I never really considered the single player aspect of it, because I assumed it was always just like a bolted on campaign.
No, the campaign for Modern Warfare 1 and 2 was actually quite good.
The only issue with the campaigns for most Call of Duty games is they often have a mechanic where they will stick you in an area and numerous waves of enemies come and shoot at you, and the only way to end it is to move forwards, which is fine in normal, but if you're playing the hardest difficulty, it sucks. It's just not worth doing.
Eva in the chat just put the Callisto protocol looked much cooler than this, to be honest. I mean, I kind of agree. It is just the standard.
It looks cooler. It also looks a lot less like I'm going to play it because of it looks a bit hard and terrifying.
It's very pretty, but is it all looks, no substance?
Yeah.
Is my question.
I mean, this is
Calista.
And it's a really silly name. Oh,
Well,
he's leaving.
a silly name, to be fair.
Seems like an alright name to me.
But
That's
on the
just
very
because it's
slim
got
chance,
Cal in it.
Yeah.
On the slim
That's
chance that any of the devs
entirely
are
like
watching, we would love to interview you about the game on chat.
I have dropped you an email as well, so keep, you know. Stop
Never
ignoring
drop me
us.
any emails.
Yeah, well, that's a two-way phone, isn't it? You could pick up and call me sometime.
No, HR won't let me.
No, HR will not.
This guy's really bad at driving a boat.
I was thinking that.
Alright, you so good at driving a boat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that about you.
Oh yeah, play Sea of Thieves with me sometime. I'm fantastic at driving a boat.
Oh, I'm
I've heard
excellent
you
at driving
abandon
a
ship often.
I am excellent
Do
at
not
driving
listen
boats
to
on Sea of Thieves.
Xander, he is a liar.
Is
All
this
I-
Modern Warfare 2, Xander? In the chat?
All
yes,
I
it is.
did was sail us into the storm because he was being boring, and then I shot myself out of a cannon. And didn't tell him, which
Yeah,
was
well-
perfectly fine. That is not military protocol.
Are your
What, supposed to get on top of a big box and shoot people with a shotgun?
Nah.
gents, are your video screens lagging slightly, frame rate wise?
No?
Okay,
The
then
one I am
just-
watching on my phone of us is a bit.
My poor ickle laptop is just.
Is it plugged in?
Oh, it's plugged in. It's plugged in. The
Okay.
fan's on max. I think it's just trying to outstream this, being on a Zoom call, and then streaming this at 1080p. The laptop's like, why? Why are you doing this to me?
Yeah, you need to get one of those. I got a fan pad for my laptop.
one of them is
because
plugged
it
in as
just
well.
overheated. Ooh.
This does look tasty, Xander. I'm a fan. Like, I think it looks very beautiful, and I look forward to shooting people in high definition. Again, within
I
the
feel
game.
like a game where you're shooting a bunch of Russians is
Bit on the nose at the moment, isn't it?
topical, certainly.
Yeah.
Are these meant to be Russians? Isn't it
Yeah, you're fighting
generic
really
Yeah.
Russian
terrorists?
people on it.
Russians and ultra-nationalists, who I assume are mostly listed as Eastern European, which is a whole other issue.
Kind of
that they might
feels
have.
like, based on the current crisis, Activision should have been like, maybe we just don't release this year.
No, I disagree. You're fine. Russians have been the enemies for so long now in every kind of media. Like, it's them or Nazis. I mean, there's a lot of Nazis coming back at the moment as well. Still think you should be allowed to shoot them in games.
Yeah, but Nazis are like Pringles. Once you pop one, you just can't stop. It's a constant. No one ever tries to open doors in these games. They always blow them up.
Rather than use those two handles.
Yeah, the two handles that will probably unlock the door.
Well, that was not a car they blew up when they attached those bombs.
I wonder if they're keeping the invasion of Washington. Yes, they must be.
My biggest problem.
So is this a remake of the previous game? It's not like a brand new. So it's the same.
From what I understand, they're kind of remakes. They follow a similar plot line, but they change parts of it.
Okay.
Great to see you. How's everything?
I'm not gonna
the
lie.
Modern Warfare remake was different.
My biggest issue with all these remakes from the late noughties is the fact that all of the late noughties games, especially the shooters, regardless of what subgenre was, be it military or sci-fi or horror shooter games, all used the same really shit grey and brown colour palette.
That's not a bad thing. That's just
You can
what the
blame
world
Gears
looks
of
like.
War for that, probably.
But yeah,
can
but this is
thank
the thing
Gears
though.
of
It's
War
just
for that, like,
I'm so. This is the problem why I don't play many shooter games because they've just got the same wanky shit, boring palette. I would like to play a shooter game with some horrendously bright colours, like Borderlands.
Serious Sam.
Or no, because Serious Sam games is terrible.
Yeah, but it's colourful. Duke Nukem.
I've heard that's great.
Oh dear God!
I'm just going to list all the colourful games that happen to be awful.
I can't remember if I ended up committing to this or not, but I was going to buy Duke Nukem Forever the other day because it was real cheap on Xbox to kind of play for content.
Always real cheap on Steam because it is. You know what? Mechanics wise, it's fine. It works. It's just
My
the other
understanding
parts.
is there's a whiteboard in the beginning and you can draw dicks on it.
You can. The issue with it was like a 12-year development, and it did not feel like it.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Half-Life 3 will feel.
I also feel like in our current climate, Duke Nukem is not someone that should be allowed to exist, really, or isn't allowed to exist.
I don't know. I mean,
Does it pull it off well? Yeah, baby. Or his kind of, I don't know, I did Austin Powers in a gruff voice, but...
there is a ship which kidnaps babes and is being used to...
It's the
you know the
aliens that come
face
into-
huggers?
Yeah, we
Yes, I know the face huggers.
Imagine that, but lower.
I mean, you playing Duke Nukem does seem like a good idea because Eva in the chat has just said Kali Nukem livestream series when.
I feel like
It'll be the
Callie
most
might...
boomerish thing you've seen, just me agreeing, like, yeah, you can't get a good whatever these days, just agreeing with everything Duke Nukem's saying or something, so... I've got the bandana.
Boomer Callie once again.
Of course, there's a lot of chatter and interest about
The alter ego nobody knew existed.
calling it Warzone 2.0. There will be.
I really love this this whole dungarees and green, bright green shirt thing. It's really
Yeah, but that guy's hat is annoying.
Oh yeah.
It's not fully on or flagged.
Thing is, he looks bold based on the fact that much of his
Yeah, that much
on
it-
display, but
He's
then you
got
can
a
see his
five
hair
head.
around the back.
He's got a
so-
severe five head going on, is what he's
If
got.
he's
He's
bold, it'd be
cosplaying a
fine.
xenomorph.
Yeah.
Well, he was told by Jeff that there'd be an alien game in it, and he was just like, "Oh, I can finally cosplay as a xenomorph in a half-assed manner."
Meanwhile, she's gone with the lime green that reflect the colours on the screens behind it.
He also has the two lines of white for her straps, which sort of look like the Call of Duty Warfare 2, you know.
Yeah, that's probably why she's done it, to be fair. She's a walking advert for the game.
She really is.
That's not the worst idea I've ever heard.
Yeah, Eva, when do you want to watch me stream stuff? Because I've been thinking about doing one of the nights to, you know, take some of the slack from Riku, but I don't know if I have as much confidence as Riku.
Have you
Plus, he
really though?
talks to
Have you
himself.
really though? Have you really
I
sat
have.
there and gone, "I'm going to take some of the, I'm going to take some of the slack,"
Yeah.
or did you just
You
think,
guys have your chat, I'm
"Fuck it,
just going
you
to
do it."
slide away so I don't get involved in this. This is a whole load of... Bye-bye.
All right, well, we've got lots more
Yeah,
summer
no,
games
I've
still to go, and now it's
thought about
time to
doing it
announce
anyway, I should
a
say, like
classic piece
doing
of
some
gaming
streaming on
franchise is
one of the
coming
nights
back
of the
with a
week.
sequel over 30 years after its
And I
first
can't be
release.
asked, and I just don't know if
I
anyone
loved
would
this
watch,
game
and
when
I
I
don't
was
talk to
growing up,
myself nearly
so
as
I'm honored
much.
to share this very first look.
Oh, hold on, something retro
Another
being
game
remade.
premiere, is it? A world premiere? Hope it's better.
30-year-old remake.
I'm
Find these.
What came out the year I was born?
Xenophobia.
way.
Oh,
This
probably.
is.
Oh, I recognise this.
I recognise.
Or I
I
recognise
do,
that
I
like
can't-
jumping style and grabbing onto
I mean, they
stuff.
say it's an iconic
What game's
franchise.
It's not Splinter Cell, is it?
No. He doesn't have the stupid 3 dots
No,
that no
that's
one ever
very
seems to
true.
notice.
Got some weird.
The fights.
It's not Dino Crisis, I don't care. I want a Dino Crisis remake.
Oh yeah,
don't-
when are they actually going to do that? Everyone wants a Dino Crisis remake.
Never.
It's just money they could print, and yeah, it's not happening.
The main reason is 1, no one played Dino Crisis 2 or 3.
Flashback 2, why are they on? Is that a Series X, just a squat version?
I mean, Flashback Series 2 is a game where everyone's going, how was Flashback Series 1?
All right, let's turn back time. Back in 2017,
I would love to have
we
Riku
announced
sitting in,
Witchfire
offering
at the
damning
Game
commentary on my
Awards.
Boomer,
Almost 5
the
years
game
later, I
Nukem
am
is.
so excited. The
Either,
team at
but
the Astronauts in
that would
Poland
involve
has
Riku
put
having
together
spare
an
time.
in-depth look at the gameplay of this dark fantasy first-person shooter, which will enter early access soon. I am so excited to
I
play
heard
this.
Dark Fantasy, and I was excited.
first-person shooter.
I
Yeah,
heard
you are
Dark
talking
Fantasy, and
my
I was like,
language.
oh yes, and then it said first-person shooter, and I was like, no, maybe not.
Give me something grim dark.
Not getting a fancy vibe here.
I'm getting more of a Dishonored vibe, I'm not gonna lie.
Is this that Evil West or something? Or the yeah, like, maybe.
Well, they need to get a
Wow.
contractor in there, because that is
I
shoddy
don't know,
stuff.
it kind of looks cool. The monster design's quite interesting.
Demon things
Weird
opening up.
This is
demonic
very
skeleton
painkiller.
soldiers.
I thought you hated this whole grey and browns, Riku. This is exactly that.
No, I like the monster design. I was saying, I didn't say I like the level design. The level could do with some more colour.
Very painkiller.
Painkiller?
Painkiller.
Is that a game? I
Yeah.
don't know about.
No, it's I just like
Just
talking
like
about
drugs,
over-the-counter drugs.
medications.
That's all I talk about.
It was a bit strange.
No, Painkiller was a somewhat retro first-person shooter in the same vein as Serious Sam. It was kind of arena shooter, which this is.
Yeah, this looks alright. Maybe maybe they've actually just gone in a whole different direction and this is avowed. They thought, fuck the fantasy elements, we're gonna put guns in it because it's, you know, that's Xbox now, isn't it?
But I wouldn't call this dark fantasy.
No. No, I can't feel
Ah.
they've got the wrong end of a stick with what Dark Fantasy actually is. to
Why
be fair.
wouldn't you call this dark fantasy?
Well, no one's got a sword, for one thing.
I mean,
And that's a machine gun.
Yeah.
it looks like it's based in oldie timesy, but it's with guns. Oldie timesy buildings.
I don't know.
I like it.
If I wanted to be
looks-
crass, I could say, oh look, Call of Jericho's got another game.
Yeah.
Epic Games
PC
Store.
only, by the
Okay,
looks of
fine,
it.
no one's gonna play that.
Yeah, but it
It's
might
only
be
if-
free on the EA
that's a good
Pass.
point. I
Next
do
up
like going
comes
to
an ambitious
Epic
new
Games
game
Store
from
and
a
getting
new
their freebies.
independent studio in Europe, starring some very familiar names. Enjoy this world premiere.
Oh, we don't like Europe, so that doesn't count.
Yeah, boo.
Boo Europe and their
Aliens
list.
out or whatever.
Officer Taylor, Medlog.
Fallen leaves. There's a skull in that leaf. Is this grimdark?
Just
as well?
another
Black
shooty game.
Drakkar game.
If we hit the shooty games part
Can't
of
believe what
the
I saw.
event.
Yeah, it does look emo-y. I do like it, Andy. Okay, well that's the Mass
This
Effect
is another
car.
space.
Everything okay in there?
Well,
It
sci-fi's
really is
back
the
in
vibe,
vogue,
isn't
apparently.
it? Yeah. Dark sci-fi.
Prey. It's got a kind of Prey vibe to it.
I'm still annoyed the Prey TV show is not about the original Prey game.
Yeah.
It annoys me.
FreeBZ. Is that a plug? What's FreeBZ, Lander?
I don't know, but he's taking a really long time to get to this fucking greenhouse.
I was thinking that. Oh, he's having a punch-up with someone. Oh, and he's now running.
Is this Dead Space?
No.
No. Not every game is Dead Space.
It's a sci-fi game and it looks survivally and horror-y.
Dead Space.
Yeah, well, after I was
Based on the
screaming
fact- I was
at my
about to say-
TV when you guys were all like, "Is that Dead Space?" talking to the Callisto Protocol, and I'm like, "No!" Only Marcus was saying it, and he wasn't getting through. Troy Baker. Okay, I saw some name. Did
That's
it
something
say?
brand
Yeah,
new, and
Wow,
look
Troy
who it
Baker. I
is.
mean, it was either going to be that or Nolan North.
Yeah.
Guys, this is so fun. The fact that you're working on a game together. What a cool team up. Welcome to the show.
Good to be here.
I
Is
gotta
it?
ask you guys, who are your characters in this game?
Well, I get to play a character named Wyatt Taylor, who's a medical officer who's stationed
Sander
at
says,
this,
ask
base
Josh
at
what
Fort Wallace.
FreeBZ is.
And it's the epicenter of this mystery that we discover and uncover as we go through the
Freebies.
game. And of course,
Loophole
Freebies. Oh, it's a burger place where naturally every time you eat it, you have a massive amount of constipation and dry mouth for the next 3 days.
Can't wait to show you what we've been working on. And by the way, Jeff,
Lulu Elegant in the chat said
Is this a
that
concept?
Fort Solar System.
So great that you're in
Sorry,
another game.
continue, gentlemen.
Oh, no, go on.
What'd you say, Lulu Elegant in the chat says the Fort Solar System. It looks interesting. It's
No, I think that was the. By the way, that was quite a while ago. I think that was. Oh wait, no, we're ahead. I was thinking that was the.
No, we are ahead.
While it's on their graveyard shift. The graveyard
Oh,
shift
Eva's
Still
pulling
pretty sure
out the
that's from
fake
the,
enthusiasm.
really far apart from each other and their orbits around the sun. So help is not a
Yeah,
simple
Uncle
goal.
Jeff is trying to be very, very,
I gotta ask,
very enthusiastic, and it's just not coming across. Bless him.
Well, this is the thing though. Have you ever seen Riku do chatbot and how enthusiastic that intro is? Like, so it's the
Are you
presenter
dragging
voice.
your interviewer through the mud, Kelly?
No, it's great. I'm just saying when we start doing
I
these sort of
quit.
shows, I'm putting Riku up front and he's going to be going hello and welcome, and it's going to be entirely faked. But that's what you got to do.
Society, but also the way this industry functions.
Hey,
It is also brand new content.
yes,
We have
sure.
potentially being made
Cool.
I mean,
available
really,
by
can you see like if we do a E3 style thing and Riku just gets up there and goes,
and so
"Here's
just
the
like everybody
games."
else, we got reached
Yes,
out
I
to
can.
James
I can
Tenzano,
entirely
his
see that.
brand new
we
studio,
could
so
do
we'd
that.
love
It'll be
for
an
you to,
interesting new
continue
take.
And then we
to
can
be a part
pan
of
the
this game.
camera over
He
to
wanted
you on
give
the
a very
sides,
brief
just going,
description of what the experience was going to be
Cheer
like.
up,
And
cheer
up,
up.
at the very
up,
beginning, he
uplift,
said,
smile.
we want this to feel.
Did
it's
you
a
learn your
tight
lesson?
Thriller. We want it to feel like Dead Space.
What lesson?
Meets,
Me having a
Dungeons
hissy fit and
Jones
walking
Moon.
out.
And I was like,
Oh,
sign
sorry, I
me
didn't
up.
notice.
I'm into that. Absolutely.
Oh, dear God.
Absolutely. New
Santa
gonna go.
Maria,
I'm
man.
a quit.
energy.
I'm a quit.
Please, sorry, I don't have. I've only got one screen. I didn't have Zoom open.
Privilege.
I'm a
Getting
quit.
to see this guy and
I'm a
watch him in
actually
action.
quit.
I know I love to
You
watch
can't
it.
quit.
I
You're
love
Quit.
literally the pro. You're the company,
all the
really.
innovations that
I'm a
this
quit.
medium provides to
And I'm going to take all my
Uh,
content with me.
what we've been working on.
Don't, and shush.
Performance capture, Unreal Engine 5. I mean, this is. It looks
Okay,
like
I've got
phenomenal.
miniature
I can't even
versions.
distract to what these people are talking about because it's so dull. Show
The
videos.
game speak for itself. We'll be
Thing is,
showing
why
more
would you
later
get
on,
two
but,
voice
this is
actors
a
to
game
talk
where
about their
you're
characters in the
gonna be
game when you could get
exploring, you're gonna be
developers to talk
discovering.
about the
Like I said,
general
it's a
vibe
very
of the game?
tight
It just feels like a bit of
thriller,
a.
so
Here are
Very
two
famous voice actors.
Yeah, well, this is it though. It's like here are two famous voice actors that are going to big up the game. It's like, well, actually, I prefer to hear the developers talk about our audience.
I'd rather just see the game happening. I don't.
Yeah.
Because I just find developers talking about games now, it's kind of, oh, it's going to be amazing and great, and then you play it and it's just kind of, nah.
Yeah, but developers have to be
there is a lot of
slightly
action in this game. And that was at
overselling of their game because the marketplace is so oversaturated.
But the thing is, right, and this isn't like an all developers, you know, obviously it's not, but like the developers are often just working on computer programming bits and stuff. They're not like the charismatic presenting type to sell their game. And like, whereas the voice actors are normally quite a charismatic person, like they do speaking. For a living. So
Yeah,
that
but they
makes
do
sense.
speaking where you can't see them.
Yeah, but it's still. Whoa.
There's a panic when you can see them.
Yeah.
Well, at least two in particular are celebrities, though, aren't they? I mean,
Yeah.
do you remember because Troy Baker is famous for
Joker.
endorsing NFTs
Yeah, I was
heavily
gonna say.
for a little period
I'm
of
not
time
gonna lie,
earlier
I
this
don't.
year.
I don't have the actual chat for the stream, for the actual proper stream open, but I can just imagine when he came on stage, loads of people were like, "Oh, is he going to sell LFTs for this game or some shit like that?" Because that would amuse me.
Teaming up with you guys. We
look.
can't wait to see more. Troy,
People
Roger,
are oh yeah, NFT dude. Just seen that pop up.
Was it a monkey? Did he show a picture of a monkey?
No, he didn't.
Do they still do monkeys for? I don't
Yeah,
understand
apes, bored
NFTs
apes is
as a
still a thing.
concept.
I think it's all dying and crashing around the people now, so it's good.
Yeah.
We're in that good
This one
times.
is going to grab you, and we are so honored to debut it.
Ooh, he's honoured to debut it. I'm
At
sure
World's premiere.
but he's been honoured to debut all of them.
Do you know what? The amount of trust I've lost in the world's word premiere now, after
Yeah.
Callisto Protocols.
As I said, I still miss the Xbox one where it's
Why
the
is it
Halo.
just all very CRT?
Why is it all
Oh, there we
space?
go.
Yeah,
Oh, is this
it-
the game that we saw at PlayStation earlier, like late last year, where like?
That's a world premiere.
Yeah, but so
Yeah,
was the
that's true.
Callisto Protocol.
Well, yeah,
Well,
and that
these
was
hooks on
dropped
the
a
walls.
week ago.
Yeah, dark sci-fi is definitely the trend this time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one has vents, so
Clearly, the pandemic did a number on a lot of game developers and game designers.
they made them think of being locked in a vent. I get that.
Everyone got so used to being locked down in places, had to put them in narrow corridors and locked down places.
Oh no, there was a spooky thing at the bottom of that hill.
I really hope when we develop space stations, we don't have escalators in them.
Why? Why would you not want escalators?
Escalators never go well.
No, they always break. Even in just like supermarkets and shit. It's not as
Xander.
This is Dead Space.
Yes,
And then you
I
gotta
think we
walk-
think this is Dead Space as well.
It's not, it's robots.
What is your, like, this alien isolation gun?
Whoa,
looking
Jesus
thing?
fuck.
See? Robots. With teeth.
It's like Five Nights at Freddy's meets
Like Atomic
iRobot.
Party looking.
Why would you give your robots teeth?
Routine.
So they can chew on you, obviously.
And that's like going, we had a great idea, we gave our robots
Hey,
guns.
Don't know if anyone spotted
Why?
that. That's a Game Pass game, so I look forward to the review from yourself or Alex at some point.
I'll review it, but I won't like it.
Jeff needs to stop asking rhetorical questions like, doesn't that look great? Because the answer is,
it looks
kinda.
It
The
looks
thing
like a space horror game with toothy robots.
Dark sci-fi is my jam, so I'm absolutely fucking loving this.
What's up, everybody?
Of course he's topless. Of course Dwayne Johnson is topless.
And you're
Having a
complaining?
workout.
It's like, look at me, I'm down the gym. No, you're not. That's a Zoom background, Dwayne.
What can I say except you're welcome?
I love how you just said like that's a Zoom background rather than his gym. What? Because the guy doesn't look like he works out. Like, why do you think you'd be lying about
Why?
this?
Why would he use
Is
his
he going to be in
exact words?
Fortnite? I feel like he's going to be in Fortnite.
He's
Product
been in
placement.
Fortnite already. He's already in Fortnite. He's been for a while.
Has he?
Yeah,
I don't know. Who isn't in Fortnite now?
I'm not. I'm hoping to change that eventually.
Dwayne Johnson is very much being paid an awful lot to plug Zoa energy drinks.
Isn't it his company?
Yeah, I think
Possibly.
so. Or at least he's the frontman for it. They released like an Xbox controller probably, but with like the Zoa stuff on it.
Because he did that. Ryan Reynolds did the Aviators Gym.
Yeah,
Gin.
that's it as well, yeah.
Hello, Marcus in the chat.
Hello, Marcus.
Oh, Marcus is here. Is this Rock Dead Space?
Once again, yes, Alex.
That's not going to get
This is all-
old real fast.
We spent
Everything is
12
Dead
hours
Space.
talking about Morbius on a fucking birthday stream, and
Do not remind me.
I'm really sad that I missed most of that.
Are you?
Really sad. No, not at all.
You didn't miss much.
No, because I could imagine I caught the tail end because I was doing the Susan Vandersloot chatbot when you guys were doing all the Morbius talking. I was like, oh, this is such a shame.
Marcus has been busy on Sea of Thieves. We played it the other day, and it was again amazing. He's loving his Series S, and he is now bleeding green.
I'm fully aware they're going to make Black Adam just be a good guy in this movie.
He is entirely a good guy, isn't he? I've seen
Which
the
is
trailer before.
just-
No, he needs to be a baddie or at least an anti-hero.
I think they're trying with the whole fake anti-hero-ness, but
But DC and Marvel are really bad at anti-heroes.
They just don't do this because the people that write them are like, I'm going to write an anti-hero, and the studio's like, yeah, but maybe make them a bit more heroic than that, please.
Well, I mean, I was watching, you know, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They've got the Flag Breaker.
I haven't watched it because I can't be asked.
Well, they've got Flag Smasher, who's meant to be an anti-hero, but she's just unlikable.
speaking best anti-hero sort of though is what's John Cena?
Peacemaker.
Yeah, that's amazing. I fucking love
Oh,
that.
Pierce Brosnan. Are we watching Black Adam trailer now, aren't we? We're going to
Yeah,
film
it's
trailer.
not a video game or Dead Space,
Summer Game Fest
Beat me to it.
with
There.
movie trailers.
but it might be Scorpion King 9.
Dwayne Johnson's come back to play a giant CGI scorpion with a human torso.
I know he did that first.
I know, and
That's
that's why I
first
want
film,
them. That's why I'm looking forward most to.
I wish
I
they
want
just
to
keep
know,
making
he's-
Scorpion King films and like just CGI in his.
They
face
did.
in front
There
of a
are
scorpion.
numerous Scorpion King films.
Yeah, but no, not with the Rock's face CGI'd onto a scorpion.
You just want a Scorpion Rock.
I just want the I just want more of the Mummy 2 Rock. To be fair,
Black Adam is part of the Justice League currently. He is currently one of the last surviving members. Marcus. you
Yeah,
nerd.
because they killed all the Justice League in the last comic, and they'll definitely stay dead.
Josh,
They
you
certainly
nerd.
won't come back.
they'll just reset it in a new universe.
Kelly, you hired me to be a nerd.
Outriders
but I
World
like-
Slayer.
I like calling
Outriders is
people a
doing
nerd
well.
despite running a video game website, which pretty much is king of the nerds. I actually want to go back and play Outriders, but there's just a lot of games to play. The actual combat was quite fun. Like,
it was a fun game when I played a bit
I had
of
the
it,
one where
but
you could do, and you saw it here a moment ago, where you can like teleport behind people, and I thought that was really good.
played the
And I
Wii.
like anything I can set people on fire on.
Yeah.
But it's
I mean,
still better than the Robin Hood game.
I mean, good on People Can Fly for still trying to kind of get this to work and be like a competitor to Destiny, but I just think they missed the boat a little bit.
Yeah, probably.
The
I'm
one
not
I
sure
never
why
got
it didn't
is
do that well, but so go on.
the one I never got is Warframe. The fact that's still going. Never played it.
Is that Ubisoft's one?
Melania.
I don't.
They put
it's
Melania
a
from
redhead.
Elden Ring in this. But
I do love a
robot
goth
version.
redhead
Why is Melania from
So
Elden Ring in this?
because it's a goth redhead and people like that.
She's
Stop ruining it.
She is evil, is what she is. I still haven't beaten her.
And what's your point?
Josh.
4 weekends now. That's my
Marcus
point.
in the chat said you sound like a right Nightwing now, Josh. As he keeps saying, what's the point? They are coming back. ... I don't think they are.
If I could
Marcus-
have Nightwing's pure drama, I would be happy with that.
Just Nightwing, really, innit?
To have Nightwing, I'd
Wow.
be pretty happy with that. Yeah.
Whew.
Anyway,
Definitely got a bit
enough.
warm in this room.
Got a bit thirsty.
Oh,
But it
dear.
is
Well,
Thirsty
it is-
Thursdays.
Yeah, but now we're on a Switch, the least thirsty console. Actually, no, Splatoon people.
Yeah, I'm
Monster
pretty sure if
Hunter
I Google
Rise,
any of the
Cuphead.
beauties
Don't.
from Nintendo, I will find all 34 whatever on there. Was it
More.
Bowsette? I believe was the recent,
Yeah, that was one.
the sexy Bowser version. Girl.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
still Bowser.
Yeah,
just
who
with a
is
magic
admittedly
crown.
sexy as fuck. So I don't know how you could improve upon.
I mean, he was a giant turtle.
I mean,
Yeah,
Eva's just
now
said.
you're talking.
Eva has asked why no more Elden Ring streams. We actually only streamed Elden Ring on launch day, from excitement.
Eva, what do you think of this? As you're our only fan.
No, we've got other people watching. Callie, that is so dismissive of all the other 5 people that are watching.
Speaking of OnlyFans,
Yeah, no, we were thinking of doing a bit of a some sort of Souls-like playthrough with myself playing and someone else kind of there, maybe Riku taking the piss out of me, but so I'm not very good at those games, and you know I haven't got the patience from.
is Fall Guys still a thing?
Yeah, it's actually coming to Switch and Xbox soon. So
It's
this
been
is
on
why it's
Xbox
been
for
advertised.
ages.
Has it?
Yeah.
I'm sure that's not the case.
Maybe it's not. I might be making it up.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it's come to an. It's probably going to go Game Pass. I'm actually kind of excited for it. I never got around playing it on PS. or
It is
anything,
just
but,
silly fun, to be fair.
Yeah, it's Takeshi's Castle, basically, isn't it?
Yeah, basically.
That terrified me as a kid.
I loved Takeshi's Castle as a
Oh
kid.
yeah, Xbox.
That
I'm
was
not seeing
so
it on
fun
the
to see
Game Pass
Courage
logo
and
there.
Ray in
It
that
will.
Fall Guys
though.
piece, and you can play and download Fall Guys for free starting June
Can we
21st
replace
across
the
all platforms,
presenter?
including Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PC,
Maybe Isaac
and
Clarke?
PlayStation. All right,
He's a good
another new game
Are we talking about
announcement.
replacing
We're
Keeley?
announcing a brand new game
Yeah.
in
Well,
universe
I'm still
from a new
I'm
team
still
of
waiting for the
legendary
moment they give us a call and
developers.
ask if
Check
we have
this out.
anyone, and then I'm gonna send Riku running.
Love it. I'd love to be his Padawan.
Eva, what
That is-
sentence didn't I finish that you're answering yes to? I'm worried what I've committed myself to now.
I think that was the Souls School idea that we had a while back.
Yeah.
Well, Xander's saying, let me do it because he's great at Souls games. Don't. He's just so judgmental when you play them.
I mean, to be
He's
fair, if
just
your Jedi
mean.
if the Jedi Fallen Order are 2 old emos, there's anything to go by.
That is unfair. It wouldn't catch the stupid thing.
See you soon. Over.
And to be fair, some of like the colliders on the grab things on that game are janky as hell.
Hurry.
Like, I just got shot a lot while trying to grab the doodad. It was unfair.
That's why you sprint. That's why you get the
Dude,
ability where you can sprint and deflect blaster bolts.
What
Is this
are we looking at
Recore?
here?
It
This
looks
looks
like
cool.
Recore.
Is this Dead Space? Sorry,
This is Dead
I know it
Space.
is Dead.
It
the
looks
joke's
no.
out
Sally,
there.
I
there's-
will
not
drive
even
to your
I.
house.
Not even I said this looks like Dead Space.
Callie, I will drive to your house and throw things at you. I
What
don't
they've
care that
done-
Petrol nearly costs £2.
What they've actually done is they're
Is this
remaking
Destiny?
they're making the Shia LaBeouf Transformers film with a woman this time, but they're making it as a video game.
Did she have to, wash the director's car? in order to get the part.
I
as
mean,
happened to Megan Fox.
yeah, an incredibly intelligent woman had to wash a car because that's what the director decided. What a bastard.
Are we going with incredibly intelligent?
She actually is. She's quite an intelligent person.
Yeah, she's got. There's like a she's got a documentary series about like ancient.
She's like a proper like ancient history buff and stuff. Like,
I honestly know very little about her other than I think she's dating the weird blood guy whose name I can't remember.
Machine Gun Kelly.
Well, this has got big, scary, demony things and weird ass robots. So I'm like, maybe.
Is this Overwatch?
I was gonna say it might look like Overwatch actually because of the weird robot thing.
I'm still getting Recall vibes.
It's not Recall. They should finish that game though. It's not bad. I started playing it a while back after there was when Returnal came out and there was a few comparison comments about it. I thought I'd give it a go, play and see if there is any justification. There is some justification to that comment, to be honest.
Well, Eva's now pushing Xander as the Simon Cowell of the Souls School. No, Simon Cowell gives people hope and friendly advice on occasion. Xander just judges.
Thing is, I think if Callie's going to play this, Callie needs someone who's going to be patient enough and not constantly rip the piss.
Not Xander.
Callie will get very sad and very salty and refuse to do it after the first week if all that happens is Xander
that
takes
gives
the
us
piss.
1 week of content. I mean, that's alright.
Stormgate.
That
Boring
sounds like
name.
That's a Warhammer sub-name.
Yeah.
It's not even that. That's a mobile phone game where the advert does not represent what's happening in the game.
Yeah.
Probably that's a deck build on your mobile for sure. After that huge
It's another
CGI
XCOM. It's
trailer.
an XCOM clone.
There you have it, Tim. Congratulations. Stormgate is real. We have a name and some details.
I really like Uncle Jeff's
first of all,
trainers.
Congratulations on this announcement.
I don't like the way he said Stormgate is real. It feels like they're trying to lie to us.
I like the fact the floor is a different thing.
Are portals that open during a massive solar storm that unleash the infernal host on future.
Just pop out the side. Nerd. Stormgates are gates that open in a storm. I mean, it is what it is.
Unveiling our first two factions
I
today.
can't say more than that.
So the human resistance and
Yeah, so Xander, you mean to commentate upon my play? Let's do it. Let's make that happen. Make it a thing.
I give it one
Marcus,
episode.
the Goose Boy journey. We're talking about Stormgate. It looks like your cup of tea.
Especially your background pedigree of the team. Of, where do you want to push the RTS genre?
Is it one thing
it's an
everyone
RTS.
wants to know about?
It's an RTS game.
I don't mind RTS games.
I don't mind RTS games, but to be honest, I'm happy with Medieval Total War 2, and I don't need any more.
Total War Warhammer, that's my jam.
I played Total War Warhammer, the very first one, and I enjoyed it, but I refused to pay the obscene amounts of money that studio want for the other versions. So
Well, you could pay in Molly, but you'd probably not know what's going on 90% of the time.
Very true.
For one thing, we're free to
Are
play.
you on about, like...
no,
Sorry, Riku, were you saying about how much they charge for Total War Warhammer?
Well, when they come out, they're all new, and then I lose hype, and I can't be able to
There
play
is a
them.
lot of DLC.
Yeah.
But Riku, did you know it is available on Xbox Game Pass for PC?
Yeah, but I can't be asked.
It also doesn't have Morsel Empires yet, so
Callie-
it's not really worth it.
Callie, you're asking
They're
me to
being
play an
introduced. There's a
RTS,
trailer
right?
for it in the Skulls showcase.
If I
There
start playing an
was.
RTS, I'm going to get nothing else work-wise done, which means all the chatbots we got coming up just aren't going to happen.
Yeah, well, I can't dictate what you play. You're a free man. You're able to choose what games you want to play or not. I'm not going to force you to make content.
See, it looks...
He says that, but that's a lie.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
What people can't see is the fact that my actual ankles are chained to this desk to make sure I actually get content done.
Ah, he's joking. But subscribe to our Patreon if you would like to free Riku.
Hashtag free
The price
Riku.
is
Get it trending.
ridiculously high.
Tell your friends to get it trending. Hashtag free Riku on Twitter, please, people.
Do you reckon when they stop showing him, he stops smiling and just stares
absolutely.
blankly ahead of it?
Just daggers.
Absolutely. Everyone who does presenting, the second the cameras are off them, just goes, oh, fuck for that.
Elites are planning to evacuate to Mars. True or not, the one thing we can't deny.
Another space-based game, but one that looks a bit cheerier.
No, this is a survival game, I guarantee it, where you're stuck on a boat. It's not a small child with a big head, but it's still that limbo feel.
Pretty colours, though. That ticks one of my boxes for things we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, literally, right?
Also,
But they did
Eva,
say everyone's gone to Mars. This looks like my kind of jam, actually.
I was gonna
Like
say
the
it's got
Artful Escape.
Alphaville. Is that next to Betaville?
That's where I live.
No, Betaville's underneath it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Dum.
Riku into bondage confirmed.
Absolutely not.
Wait, that needed to be confirmed?
According to the chat, it did.
I thought that was just assumed.
Wow, I feel so hurt right now. I am being attacked on this stream.
Sander saying, "Oh my god, boat space."
Oh dear God, why?
Oh, these guys got guns.
Might just stream this while singing "I'm on a boat, motherfucker."
I'm sure.
How long can you keep that up for?
Probably about a week, and then I'll get bored of it.
I'm sure the audience will get bored of it a lot sooner.
Trailer. High Water is an adventure strategy
Was
game
it?
set in a world
Is your breath not taken away? You're not absolutely outstanding by that.
So
I mean, mostly from my many medical concerns, not from the trailer.
Yeah. Eva in the chat just put Alphaville. Isn't that like a porn game on Steam? I mean, probably.
It is undoubtedly.
Marcus, rich people went to Mars, so Earth Povo Simulator.
Don't look up the movie.
Oh, replaced. Hell yeah, this got delayed. But...
Yeah, because
We
the
saw nothing
country
about
it's
it, though.
being made in is being invaded.
Yeah.
Is it replaced the Ukraine one?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Their development studio actually have been relocated to other parts of Europe. Have all tried to be relocated to the same part of Europe so they can continue working on it.
Which sounds like a really nice thing until you realise it's just Xbox cracking a whip. So no war is going to get you out of giving us a game.
Yeah,
Xbox is already in contact with Putin.
Call off the war until the game gets released. Why? And Bill Gates is just sitting there. Bill Gates and Phil Spencer are like, well, we'll give you a load of money.
My grandfather, Elijah Walton.
Oh, is this the kind of another game of, hey, it's the 50s, but it's dystopian?
As an
Or,
kind of game.
hey, it's the future, but we're going to make everything look like the 1950s. Do you know what?
People still have that stash.
Disney have made so much potential money out of the whole carousel of the future, or whatever it's called, at their bloody theme parks, where they just basically assumed everything in the future was going to look like the 50s.
Oh, what, the world of tomorrow?
Yeah, the world of tomorrow, and is it the Carousel of Progress or something in Disney World? Where it's like...
All I know about the world of tomorrow is in Batman Mask of the Phantasm, that's where Joker was living. Call me a nerd, I don't care.
Oh, no, it's, to be fair, it's one of the best Batman animated, well, one of the best Batman movies.
Oh, that Joker laugh
right?
was... the game's
on the,
driving...
in Arkham City, where you can actually go to the world of tomorrow and a bit.
And I miss the Arkham games.
Well, this took a turn.
Yeah, you're escaping from things. Annapurna, I'm calling it though, right?
Are you actually going to play the actiony bits, or are you going to play the woman in the office?
Woman in the office, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
No, it's not, okay.
It's Raw Fury. Oh,
I
interesting.
like that.
World premiere.
Next up is
He's on a beach.
All been anticipating for a long time. There's trouble in paradise.
And yet,
good thing that we're no longer under
doesn't
COVID
suit
regulations,
this.
otherwise this would be rubbing some real salt in the wound, wouldn't it?
We finally get an update on this much anticipated sequel.
We're not getting, it's not going to be Dragon Age, is it? Because we've only got a name for that.
Anticipated.
No, it's Tic-Tac-Toe 2.
Epic Games Store, well.
Coffee Stain.
Oh, it's Dead Island.
Oh.
The one that they mentioned years ago and then never said anything, and this trailer looks worse than the original trailer they did.
It does.
Graphically worse.
It does. I don't understand what was up with the weird crotch shot either.
I don't know. This is...
I understand it.
This is much
Marcus,
worse.
you're going to have to, when you say Josh is right and he should say it, you're going to have to give the context, because you guys are like a minute or so behind from from us.
Also, two of us are called
Oh, the
Josh.
goat that's headbutting people.
There is a goat headbutting people.
What?
Oh, I don't think this is Dead Island at all.
This is Goat Simulator.
A game that didn't need a sequel.
I mean,
Or
it's
to
still
exist
probably
ever.
better than Dead Island 2 is going to be, but still.
Yeah.
That goat does have a rocket launcher and he did shoot a guy, so it's
That goat's walking around with weird electromagnetic things on it. That one's got, like, confetti cannons.
Clearly you've never played Goat Simulator.
No, I
saying,
haven't.
this is a parody of the Dead Island trailer, but... Okay.
Love it.
I did buy Goat Simulator.
How are we on
free.
3 goat simulators now?
I think I played Goat Simulator 2, but I don't remember it. I think I got a gun.
Pretty sure it's on Game Pass. I know Deer Simulator is, but I bought Goat Simulator when it came out.
Oh, Deer Simulator was the one I played.
It was my jam back in the day, but yeah, it was not good.
Oh, this is the Marvel Midnight Suns game they've been
This
doing
is the
for
XCOM.
ages.
Yeah.
Well, is it XCOM or more, oh, what was the bloody game series they had for Marvel where you could pick all the characters? Ultimate Champions?
What, like a MMO?
No, it was like you made a little team and you ran through. Chat, if you know what it is, say what it is.
Yeah. I know the one you're talking about. Ultimate Alliance?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
They had X-Men, Marvel, Avengers. I think
What type of game was that? Was it like a?
It was on It was like Xbox 360 generation.
Yeah,
I
it was
recognise
like
the name Ultimate Alliance. I just don't know what type of gameplay that is.
you like picked your characters and you could swap between them and you ran around an area and beat people.
But it was
up.
like it was like an action RPG element
Was it
as well.
angle down?
Yeah.
But yeah,
I do
have
love
a
seeing
feeling
Venom.
This is, I mean, it's by the people who did XCOM. So I've been on the assumption that this is an XCOM-esque game. All the articles we wrote about it suggested that.
Yeah. Didn't we see gameplay last year as well that suggested it was?
Yeah, I knew Marcus would be excited about this one. You love it.
Hey, look, Venom's losing again.
To Shark T as a Sith.
That is Snake Lady.
She survived Order 66.
She survived Order 66 and then became a literal Night Sister.
I'm just seeing another evil goth lady.
I'm just seeing Eva in the chat saying Daddy Venom ooh.
Yeah.
Did he just...
Blade.
Wait,
Ghost
is it the
Rider.
Wesley Snipes
It
Blade
does look
or the
like
other?
Wesley
It does look a bit like Wes Cecily Snipes. Wes Cecily Snipes.
Words are hard.
Then I've never seen the Blade comic, so I don't know how much Wesley was just exactly copying the comic. So maybe it was.
And they've got Enchantress from DLC from DC.
Hey, Enchantress
I did
is
think it
still...
was the Enchantress.
It's
from...
Enchantress with her brother from Suicide Squad.
Do you know who the best
That does look
Enchantress
like-
relationship in the comics was?
What's that?
Enchantress and Killer Croc.
Yep.
Literally a canon relationship.
It did look like.
Nah.
I mean, it looks like Steppenwolf and Enchantress.
Yeah.
Like, is this them Marvel versus DC bad guys?
Yeah. To be fair, the best.
It won't be, but
the best
like,
DC canon relationship is Constantine and King Shark.
That's the most hinted, but nobody wants to know how that went.
Wait.
Well,
did
we
you say
all know how it
Enchantress
went.
And King Shark, and also Constantine.
No,
and King Shark?
Enchantress
and
was
Killer Croc.
Killer Croc.
Killer Croc, right? Okay.
And then Constantine and King Shark.
Words
That
are
was
hard,
only
but
in
not
the
as hard as
Doom
Daddy
movie.
Venom. Ooh.
Venom and Steppenwolf, apparently.
Well, Steppenwolf and Diablo probably had a thing.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Marcus, how hard are you right now? The Cuphead trailer's coming here.
Why does the other one look so twinky in that Cuphead poster?
I don't know. I think
That
that's
is
the
a
Girl Cup, isn't
Twinkie
it?
cup.
That's
Is
the
it?
Girl Cup.
How do you know?
Because I saw
Oh,
them
she's wearing
announce it.
pantaloons.
Yeah, this girl here, Marja, her trousers would suit Jeff Keighley's jacket, so I reckon look at that.
Oh, he
the
stole her
shininess.
jacket. He
I
stole
don't
her
want to see.
jacket.
I don't want to see him in tight leggings. I'll be honest.
I think she needs to be wearing his jacket. I think that look would work.
Obviously, the gameplay, it's difficult, as we would expect, but the visual look, you guys have taken it even to the next level, which I didn't think was possible.
Yeah, we absolutely did. I couldn't pinpoint one thing that we're proud
I'll have to ask Xander what the TV show is like. I know he wrote a review for it, but I never watched the show for Cuphead, so I have no idea. Was it? Do you reckon I have the same voice actors?
Did they have voice acting in there? I don't know if they did in the first game, but
Not in the first game. No, they never spoke. But in the TV show, they've got voice actors.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, that maybe they've got the voice actors on board. Marcus has just said in reference to your comment, Callie, full sail, sir, full sail.
yeah, aye.
I feel like I now don't want to play Sea of Thieves with Marcus because I think it's just going to get very unprofessional very quickly.
Well, we're never going to play it on live stream, so it's fine.
Well, never say never, but
I
yeah.
could see that working.
It's brand new gameplay footage of one of our new bosses, Mortimer Freeze. It takes place in an ice arena.
Went silent there.
So I was reading the self-plug by Xander.
All right, let's
Callie speaking true. Either way, those pants and that blazer need to get together. Josh,
Let's
you plugged me crying, and they have VA in the TV show, and it's very good.
I was going to say, didn't Xander was saying
Yes,
wrote an
and
article
I
for it.
plugged you, and Riku just plugged you again. We're always plugging you, but you never say thank you. You never plug us. It's all very painful.
In fact, you just say that my content's unpolished, so you know. Why am I bothering to plug you, you bastard?
Can we stop saying you're plugging each other? It's just coming across really not how I
They
think
know
it's
what
meant.
we're about.
Although it is Thirsty Thursday, so God knows what the chat's
I
gonna
don't
make
know
of
what
this.
I'm about in these circumstances. Mixed messages.
This is terrifying looking. Not only for the terrifying monsters, but just knowing how hard that's going to be to play. Look at it. Look at all this dodging and jumping. I can't keep up.
Didn't even get past the second level in Cuphead.
I think I played it at Comic-Con before it came out, and that was the only time I ever played it.
It's really hard. I love the style of it so much. I only know one person to complete it, and that happens to be Marcus. Marcus Gill from the chats.
And I'm just thinking about the fact I'm going to Comic-Con next
Now,
month.
if you want even more Cuphead, and who doesn't, tomorrow we will show you an exclusive
Need to
look
send you some
at
promotional
season 2 of the
material to
Cuphead
wear.
show when I
Oh
co-host
god, I think my
Netflix
mate's
Week,
trying to
which will
start up
include
a
new
stall
show
to
and game
sell
announcements.
stuff because we've got
It
about
streams from
500
10 a.m.
slabbed
Pacific,
comics
1
to
p.m.
sell.
Eastern. And that's not all.
Which will be
There's
fun.
more Summer Game Fest all
Are you
weekend
officially
long.
set up? Are you just
Coming
going to
up
rock up
next
with a
is the Day of the
table
Dead
and
Indie
like?
Showcase.
I'm just going
sneakily get
to
it
walk
out?
up to people and nudge them and just be like, you alright, bruv? You want to buy some comics, fam? Yeah, it's cool, isn't it, bruv? Hey, move it,
I
bruv. Move it.
think
11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern.
that
I promise
is
never to
it.
speak like that again.
And the Tribeca Game Showcase. And
I think
Sunday,
that is it.
Don't miss the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase.
Yeah, he is
So look at the
plugging.
future
I'm
of
looking
Xbox
forward to the
and
Xbox
Game
One.
Pass.
Me too.
Now we
I
have
think-
some exciting news for Nintendo Switch.
Gears of War
PC
2
Oh, we got
remake.
Switch stuff.
Neon White.
Just well, there might be the
Former
Marcus
assassin
Phoenix
from
collection.
hell who slays
That's
demons
something that's rumored.
with a chance to ascend.
Second verse, same as the first. Give me a Lancer and I'll chain him in a hearse.
Tight.
Marcus in the chat. Marcus just said, "Am I just from the chat now? Am I fired?"
I don't think we.
I said that. I was like, Bugs for the chat, and I was like, I can't really now just start plugging everything you're in, because that will be. But yeah, Marcus from the Untitled
This
Goose
is
game, from
potentially
the
my kind of
Pokemon
jam.
tournaments, from
I don't know. I'm seeing
Oh,
people
maybe
in
not.
furry
It's a
masks.
Wilderness Isles.
I was like, "This looks like my kind of game," and then I was like, "Oh no, it's a shooting
It's like
game."
a first-person shooter.
It's a first-person.
with
It's a first-person shooting platformer, which is just all the no.
With cards.
With cards. Everything's cards.
And a furry.
A cat smoking a cigar, you say?
I'm already into it.
I love these little masked fellas.
Oh, it's very goth. I don't know what goth means.
You don't know what you really don't know what goth means. Everything you're like, yeah, no, sexy goth guy. Oh, this is very goth. I'm like, is it very goth though?
Everything is goth.
It's a bit goth.
It's a bit, yeah, it's a bit gothic. It's got a kind of gothic-inspired vibe.
See, if I say everything's goth, I'll eventually start getting more right, and that will work in my favour.
You're right, Marcus. I could say from the Robot Republic, but if I were to do that, unfortunately, it would make everyone aware that everyone in this chat's from the Robot Republic, and you know, I need to make us sound at least a little bit like people watch us.
Let's take a look.
Eva watches us, and we've got a couple of other people in the chat as well.
We do.
There's 5 people supposedly. I
We
do want to
value
play.
reviews.
Looks cool. We saw a trailer for this the other day, I think.
It's very goth.
Is it Dead Space?
It's goth space.
It's dead. It's goth Dead Space.
Dead goth.
Dead goths.
It just gives me Miami Vice mixed with seafood.
Yeah.
Miami seafood.
It's happening. The big guy's actually going through with it.
With Joker.
Big
Okay, that's a guy in a pig mask in a bondage suit. So if that's not goth, I don't know what is.
Yeah, definitely option 2 out of there.
Well, I ain't wearing it anymore. And neither are
This
you.
does look cool, though.
Tonight, we wash this whole damn
But the trailer makes it look like you can do all these cool moves. The question is, how easy is it to actually do all these moves?
I love the fact they're like, and the stuntman from God of War. I'm like, okay, so this was done with motion capture.
Wait, the stuntman who was done for potential paedophilia or the other one?
I would assume the other. I would very much hope the other one.
You'd hope, but you don't know.
But looking at the
It's not-
looking at the dead look in Jeff's eyes right then, it's not the other one.
It's the one you think,
want
Jeff
more
Smart.
playable games to get in the hands of you guys at home, and that's one of them. Check it out. All
Oh,
right.
speaking of Warframe.
Megan from Digital Extremes to talk all things Warframe.
But you had me
Megan,
at
how you
pig
doing?
mask and bondage suit.
So good, my fellow Canadians.
That was a while ago,
We
Callie.
just happen to always have these Canadian teams on the show. I don't
We
know
have
how
a
that works
connection.
out, right?
It's okay.
Were you
We do
talking about
well.
Warframe
We have a
earlier?
Great connection.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was.
we mentioned a couple of
What
times.
are the
Right
odds?
now, anyone watching on
Is
Pretty
this-
good.
for more
I
than
might have
30
played
minutes,
this.
show
Like,
is gonna
is
get
this the
a
one where
special
you
twist.
start off and
That's
you have to
right,
like
I already
dive off
see
the
people
back of a
getting it,
like
so
plane
very
thing to
exciting.
get into
She's
your
right
setting?
there, loud and proud. Protea,
No,
thanks
that's
for watching.
Warzone.
Thank you
Yeah.
for letting us kinda take
Warframe's
No.
like an
your
isometric
Certainly.
alien
Different
invasion-y
category,
shooty
but
shooty
she's
game.
there
Oh, is
and
it?
she is
Okay.
Yeah,
fully
where you're a
properly
ninja.
linked up.
No, Warframe,
Yeah, no, I was
you know,
saying there's a
you've done
first-person
lot over
shooter.
the
It's
years.
not.
You
It's
guys
not
have done
Warzone. I've not
incredible
ever
things
played
with the
that, but
game, and I know
like
you have TennoCon
yeah, you
coming
jump
up
out,
in
out of like a
July,
helicopter
which is your
and
big
sort of
kind of event of the year.
paraglide.
That's
Feel like
nearly
it's-
every
Tell us.
online
can't
shooter
wait to
that's
see
ever
it.
been made
Yeah,
now.
July 16th,
I will be right back,
2022,
guys.
the digital event again this year. Today, actually, we just launched
God, we've
the
been
digital
left.
items
I don't know what
for
to
it,
do
so you can
without
get
his
some in-game
his
goodies,
leadership
some
here.
really cool
I-
cosmetics, some merch, all that really
I-
great stuff went live today. But of course, the reason
Gaming
we're here
video.
is to kind of debut.
Press
Tunnel
F
Live
to
during
pay
TennoCon, which is our
reference.
big reveal of the night. And
References
we usually
words,
do a little bit of a gameplay, a
sentences
little bit of a
video
demo,
line.
and I think a lot of people can suspect what
Xander
it might
is
be,
buying
but
a
I'm
video.
here
I'm
to kind
confused
of
what's going on in the
confirm
chat here.
what it is that Tunnel Live is going to show.
Josh is barely
What is
emo
that?
for fuck's sake.
Can I say it?
Well,
Yes, I think
I'll
you
have
can.
you know he's
Okay,
actually
you're gonna
part
get
of a
your
YouTube
first look
team
at
called
the
Two Old
Deviri
Emo, so that's
Paradox.
incorrect.
Finally.
Finally,
Yeah,
I know,
it's
I
not
know,
like
it's
I'm
been a
working
couple
with another
years,
person
but
who's
Deviri Paradox is
a
going to be
prick.
what Tunnel Live is all about, and I'm so happy. The team worked really hard on
because
the
I haven't done my
teaser and
nails.
VTC
That's why
for
he's
it,
saying
and I'm
that.
just really proud and
Yeah.
excited to show it.
Oh, that's fair
Awesome.
enough, to be
Thanks so
honest.
much for
Probably.
giving
Oh,
us
yeah,
some
you
of the
normally do
info.
have your
Let's take a
nails.
look at that right
Yeah,
now.
my thumb's been buggered up. I broke the thing on it, so I couldn't do it.
Child, my friend.
Oh
What
dear.
was done is
My child.
New
Okay.
dangers,
Was expecting a sword, not a
new
gun there, but
choices await us
Well, he's also got an alien horse and a beard. All
yeah,
that
and a bit of a
matters.
Pedro Pascal look going on with that mustache.
I'll do my trailer voice. All that matters is how you play. The hand you're dealt.
Ooh,
Ace
I
of
like
spades.
dream of who we were,
Riku's gone. Quick plug NFTs.
who we have become.
Check out our particularly bored ape.
Yeah, we've got Robot Ape. He's an ape who's a
Frame. Okay. So that was that still. I thought it moved on because that looked nothing like what I thought a game called Warframe
It is
was
nothing
gonna
like
look
Warframe is. Warframe is just a
It's
team
isometric
shooter.
team shooting
That
thing,
is
isn't
so
it? It's-
disappointing to me because that trailer looked really cool.
Oh, this is
Yeah,
how
that's
they
how
get you, though.
Warframe works.
This is how they get you. And I'm back.
That's
which
Raid
wasn't
Shadow
very
Legends
obvious.
tactics right there.
No, Red Shadow Legends just lies.
That seems
And
like lies.
It's time for a
Pays
look at
people to.
Honkai
Oh, look,
Star,
anime.
an upcoming open world space RPG. Yeah, a lot of
Open
people-
world space
Anime
RPG
distraction.
that isn't Star
Play
Ocean.
universe
What the
across
fuck is
mobile
this?
and PC.
It's
This
dead
It
is
is
serious.
Star Ocean, just a
continues
different
to
name.
deliver, and this
It's
new
very
trailer
goth,
reveals
though.
for the very first
They've
time
called it
the new
Star
Sonic
Rail.
Realm players will be able to
I feel that
Honkai Star
that's
Rail.
that's not
You-
a good starting point, is it?
You gotta put the Honkai in there.
Honkai Star Rail.
I just saw the word Star Rail and was like, well,
I just see the word going. We're an we're an advanced civilization, but all the women can't wear normal clothes. But the men can,
Listen,
with a lot of belts.
you are in
Hoi,
danger.
Yoverse.
You don't know who you are.
How dare you call out all anime like that?
I have seen Code Vein. I know what they do.
yeah.
In the near future.
I'm kind of
And-
jamming with this. This is my kind of shiz.
The psychic one. What's the
looks
psychic one?
What psychic one? That's also all anime.
Like family.
It's
Obviously.
the one.
Embark on
Scarlet Nexus?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one. The one where, you know, you're the main guy and all the girls want to have relations with you and you're just like, you're my friend!
Remember what you
I don't know, I played the girl, so. Like,
Well, the guy is the people going, maybe we can be together forever. And you going, you're my friend! And them going, yeah.
Why do I get the feeling that Josh just spent the entire game friend zoning every fucking character you could?
That might be how I play Mass Effect.
you don't really get that option when you play as the girl character because she's a bitch to everyone. So.
You don't get it as the guy, he's a dumbass.
Yeah, but he's the like friendly, dopey one, whereas the girl's like a real smart, like hard biting kind of girl.
But it's also, the game is entirely, we're at war and trying to kill each other. Want to go for a cup of coffee?
Yeah, that is a bit weird. How you're in your like hideout and then just occasionally you nip into town to go for a coffee with your mate.
To meet the girl who tried to kill you 3 times.
So, apparently we need a Riku life-size body pillow to fill the void when I have to wander
They're
off
already on the
briefly.
merch store. Did I not mention this to you?
No, you did not, and I do not remember okaying this freaking fact.
If it's any consolation, Riku, it is a very nice photo.
Great. Wonderful. What does it look like? Oh, it's that photo.
Yeah.
Why that photo? And how did you get that photo?
The worst part is you haven't seen the other side. I don't even know where you got
What
that
is the other
mask.
side? Wow. Well, I'm concerned as to how you got those images for the body pillows, but still.
Hey, Callie, I just saw someone in a cat mask.
Yeah,
and
no,
there's
I'm perked up.
There is an Inu.
That is a fox. There is a big man who's
There is a big
like
wolf
fox.
dude. It's a wolf dude.
Big dude with fox ears.
Oh, it's Defense Force. I'm actually. I mean, jokes aside, this so far looks cool.
I wouldn't have them defend me. I'd rather just those guys, the soldiers.
Guys with the guns.
Yeah, I'd want the soldiers defending
I don't know,
me,
the
not
guys with the guns and the dreadnought machine seem to be getting their asses kicked.
Yeah, I was about to say, I've seen enough anime to know swords will kill like a whole army of people with guns. So.
Well, that's because if you happen to be in an anime, a 15-year-old girl with a sword will be any soldier.
Yeah, but she has got the power of friendship on her side.
So, following...
They only have the power of being in the same army and are probably also friends.
No, not the right kind of friends.
No.
Xander, I can't take it up with HR. For very obvious reasons. I feel it would just go nowhere.
Oh, no, that is actually a anthro fox. Callie, calm
Sold.
down.
I'm sold. I'm buying that
Riku,
game.
calm down.
Nope, never.
Calm the calamity that is your memories.
But my memory calamities are great.
I've seen the body pillow. We're not going to go into it.
What's the name of that game?
Ooh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
All of the Turtles arcade games back in the day. Well, it's nearing the end.
Hello, did anyone catch the name of that
Triple Z.
Anthropomorphic fox related game?
I don't know, Wet Dream?
Just ZZZ.
Just ZZZ.
I'm sticking with Wet Dream.
Furry Wet Dream, maybe. I'm excited for this because I remember playing these.
I remember how evil they were.
Microphone as her weapon. I understand she's a reporter, but it still feels like she's going in under-equipped.
I feel like Casey Jones is already doing... Casey Jones is doing more than he's ever done in the TV shows.
They're focusing a lot on him, considering he's not one of the turtles, the people you actually, you know.
Because he wasn't in the original game.
Yeah.
I see.
But weirdly, they've got Mousers, but also Bebop and Rocksteady. Mousers were from the bloody TMNT cartoon.
I was going to say, they were TMNT, weren't they? Because that was the whole shtick. I really liked that show, to be fair. There was a video game related to it. That basically...
It was not... The best was the live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles TV show.
Oh, the one with the rubber suits.
Nobody watched.
The rubber
live-action
suits.
TV show? Was that just after the first film or something?
It was after the third film.
When they bought the suits on the cheap, I imagine.
Yeah.
When the suits were so sweat-stained and soaking wet that it was cheap for a TV production company to buy it all.
I was actually in a auction house that was selling one of those.
And you didn't pick it up?
Callie, I'm not made of money. You want me to pick that up? Pay me more.
It was my assumption that it would have been cheap, to be honest.
No, it was that and the... you remember the Dinosaurs TV show?
That's actually out
Yes, where they all die in the ends of Extinction, right?
Yeah, they die at the end of it.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was a nice Disney
that was in Game Pass, by the way, that's Shredder's Revenge, so I look forward to getting a review on that from someone, whoever's more interested. Fight over it.
I'll do it.
I will.
That doesn't sound like you're more interested if I'm honest.
Oh no, I'll do it out of joy. I just suck at those kind of games. But I've got to finish the Floppy Nights review first.
That's a UK coin.
Did you ever play the Power Rangers SNES game that was very similar to that TMNT game?
I did not, but I played the X-Men one on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Which was fine.
The Power Rangers one was actually quite good. And they also got the voice actress that did Rita, or they just basically stole her lines from the TV show and whacked those in every time she rocked up and would just laugh like she does in the TV show. It was brilliant.
Anyone got a guess of what's going on here? I would have thought maybe Saints Row, but it's not.
Fuck knows.
No, but it's very punk.
It is very punk.
It's not very goth though.
All these people appeal to me, the kids. So
You're right. It's not
Super
very
people.
goth, but it is very.
I mean, that
badly
feels-
named. Is this Sonic?
Super people.
Super people. No,
It's
this
not
is
Sonic.
It's like,
Civilization.
oh,
Yeah.
the people that the husband and wife that were the founders of Sierra were working on a project over COVID, weren't they? So I wonder if this is
This game right now, or the
Oh,
super
maybe.
people.
no,
What are you
this
talking
game right
about?
now, not the super.
Oh, this is
people.
humanity. Humankind, sorry. Yeah. Just
Cultures
looks like
of
they've
Latin
added
America.
DLC for it.
That's cool.
Yeah. Not ever tried playing it. I saw
But
Aussie
wait, there's
perspective
more.
playing it for a
Of
while.
course, there's always.
No one
more.
ever saw the cave painting that just said, "But wait."
Kind of liking this guitar riff. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, there we go.
The
Alton Towers music. Which, if you're not in the UK, you'll have no idea what that reference means.
I don't think a lot of people in the UK know what that reference
True, it's
means
because
anymore.
no one watches TV adverts anymore, do they? I'm showing my age. I'm just going to shut up. Right in a corner.
And nobody goes to Alton Towers, I think.
Okay, boomer.
How far will you push humankind?
Cool, it sounds like it's coming to console, which means I'm more likely. Not the kind of game that should be on console, really. But
Oh yeah,
it's
RTSs
definitely
famously work well
Yeah,
on
they work
consoles.
so
I also just
great.
can't be asked to play things on my PC very often.
Actually, you know what? I've been glib, but
Sonic Frontiers?
Humankind allows you to shape
Nope.
your civilization by combining a
oh god, what was it? Halo Wars worked pretty well on console.
Yeah, Halo was great as well.
But then you had Stormrise, which One Piece Odyssey. I wanted to see this one.
Is bringing the mega popular franchise back
Just
to
the
video
right
games,
kind of anime you were
One
waiting for.
Piece Odyssey.
So I'm distracted by Nami. What?
And his crew of pirates
I don't know which one that is.
The redhead,
Yeah,
orange
Ah,
head.
I see.
obviously.
Never
Never got into
Specific-
it.
I'm
Specific
distracted by
tastes
the
are
bottom
fine.
right. I don't know what it is.
What, the raccoon?
Couldn't be me.
No, this is. Do you remember the Fairy Tale
along
game?
the Grand Line.
Yes. Is it by
From what I
that?
understand, it's similar to this. It's a turn-based one.
My problem, well, with it is that One Piece is such a long-ass show that it's
Well,
not
I
worth
had-
trying to get into.
I had two issues when I started trying to watch it. So number one,
He's
it's
annoying.
so fucking long. Number two, I just didn't click with Luffy at all.
Luffy takes a bit, but he.
See, this is the
he
thing though. I
does
don't.
get
Does he change,
I
or
don't
do you
want-
just get used to him?
You get used to. You mostly watch it for Zoro, the guy with the swords.
The thing is though, this is why I don't want to get into One Piece because I'm like I don't want to have to just get used to an annoying character. And
I mean, he's no more
and
annoying
the
than
protagonist. as a-
every shonen protagonist.
I don't know.
Natsu.
Natsu from Fairy Tale was not that
Natsu is
annoying.
hugely irritating.
No,
He's
it's the
just
voice
like,
of it's the voice of Luffy that
I
makes him so
can't
annoying.
beat
I
this
think.
guy. I'm gonna eat some rocks, and now I
Yeah,
can.
that's fine. That's
Oh, I
just
think you'll find
anime.
he
But
eats
like,
fire,
he's
thank
not
you
an
very
annoying,
much.
not an annoying.
Porticus
voice and
D
all
Ace, if you're talking fire.
this. What?
But then again, they are doing a live action of this
Yeah.
One Piece,
Yeah.
which I'm not
After the
enthralled
it's
about.
not gonna be
Cowboy
good, is
Bebop,
it?
wasn't it?
It's not going to be good. They've never done a good live action.
With new encounters.
I've not been reading these either, but yeah, apparently it's got direct translations in these
Yeah, Eve was
subtitles.
just saying
and
in
it's
the
just
chat,
not-
the knock-up stream. Oh my fucking god, I love direct translations. I can't even.
I've
I mean, it
rewatched
is
this
the
to see
knock-up
them at some
stream.
point. Someone's getting knocked up after this.
Beyond imagination.
I mean, it's a proper RPG by the looks of it. I just.
Yeah, it's a turn-based one, from what I understand.
Yeah, like an old proper, like the Fairy Tale game when that came out was a turn-based RPG.
Literally what I said earlier.
I was not listening.
That's painful and hurts my
Horrible to hear.
feelings, and I'm going to cry.
I
Um,
value your contributions, Josh.
This August, Soul Hacker
Lies.
Atlas launches.
Riku,
and
did
we
I say
got
the
your
line
first
right? I know you
listen
keep
to
telling
the
me I need to
voice
treat my
cast with
Treat people
my
with
colleagues
respect.
better.
Yeah. Give people the
All
odd,
this
the
is doing
occasional
is
positive.
pushing my inevitable betrayal closer.
Just selling our secrets to comic book resources. The secrets are we're just making it up as we go along.
They don't want them. They'll just accuse me of stealing stuff.
So once again, we're in a very anime thing. I wonder if we're going to get some Digimon Survive stuff because
I'm wondering-
they're quiet.
Why can no women in anime wear trousers?
It's against rules. There's probably like some ancient rule written somewhere that just says if you're going to depict a female in an anime, they must not be wearing anything below the lower hip.
Or if they are, they can wear nothing on top.
You're viewing this from a very Western thing. The ones you should need to pity are the men. Anime comes from a very hot part of the world. Wearing trousers fucking sucks. So
true.
That's arguably one of the worst arguments I've ever heard. Because they're not based in Japan half the time.
Callie, you're just not coming off well on this stream at all. You're now defending the misogyny of anime by basically saying, feel sorry for the guys because they've got to wear trousers and it's warm outside.
It's really fucking hot out there. If they could put them in short shorts, they would.
I can't help but feel that hashtag
I wish
cancel
I
Callie
was
is going to be...
over-sexualized in this hot temperature.
It's not sexy, it's just practical.
It's not. No one fights a demonic evil in a miniskirt.
No one does it in trousers either, I mean...
Every superhero ever has done it in trousers, for goodness sake.
Chainmail, you want chainmail?
Psychonaut. Is this a Game Pass advert?
Yeah, it's a sale on EA. Or Epic Store, whatever the fuck it is.
Everything so far is in Game Pass, yeah.
All came together.
Oh, a TV with all the apps built into it, I guess.
Oh, okay, yeah, this is a Samsung, yeah, this is Samsung Gaming TV.
Yeah, they've announced this today for Xbox that they were
I don't hate the concept.
I think it's great. Save you have to have a console. It's obviously relying on your internet being that good.
Also,
most internet is good enough now.
My biggest concern is how fucking expensive is this TV going to be? Because Samsung TVs are not cheap.
As someone who works for Samsung, don't bother.
This is what I mean.
I've got like a really fancy LG, like proper good, of the range or whatever, and I'm a bit annoyed it's only coming to Samsung. So then again, I've got my Xbox. I wouldn't really need to play it through cloud gaming on it. So who gives a shit?
I've got a Sharp TV that was bought when I was still a teenager.
So if we're moving into Capcom's bit, maybe, just maybe,
we're gonna classics.
We'll get My Lady DLC announcement.
I'm surprised they're not pushing the, because they've got the Sega Mega Drive 2 Mini coming out soon.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm amazed they've not mentioned any of that yet.
So we've got a few things here. We've got Eva saying Daddy Lewis defending misogynism. I'm here for it. And then Riku's sad voice when he realised that what if they all came together referred to apps and not ...
God damn it, Eva. We love you, but the thirst.
This game looks great. I reckon if a team of people were put together a football team and it'd
be really cool to see like a group of people that work for a gaming media company put together a football team to play this game. That would be really good content.
Insane. No one would watch that.
It doesn't matter if they don't watch it. We're gonna do it anyway.
That seems like a poor excuse to just try and drum up content.
My name is Carl, and I'm a developer on Metal Hellsinger. You know how in some games where the music's really good...
Oh, Carl, no.
He looks like a metalhead, bless him.
He does. He says
it's just a group of metalheads come together with game design.
A group of metalheads in a game called The Outsiders spit on the nose.
You know, a group of metalheads together are known as a pit.
Headbanging isn't mandatory. We do recommend it.
I hope the joke was funny.
Now on Steam, Xbox, and
cricket.
That was a joke?
Yeah, okay, don't worry about it.
Just crickets.
Good thing this doesn't remain recorded.
Oh, I'm getting like proper like Doom vibes, but with more satanic sort of fucking symbolism.
A few of these. I mean, we've had that one earlier today. I also played one called Kingdom of the Dead, which had a really interesting art style and was kind of this.
The enemies look a bit boring in this, if I'm honest.
Yeah, they do. To be fair though, you don't play these games for anything other than this stupid power fantasy of blaring heavy death metal with shooting things.
Yeah, they kind of look a bit more interesting than Doom ones.
Oh!
That's probably just
Alyssa Archwhite from Arch Enemies doing one of the songs. Matt Heafy.
Matt Hefty, yeah, I know him.
This seems very pop.
Very what?
Did you call him Matt Hefty?
Pop.
Serge Tankian.
Famous rap artist.
Are you? I'm confused if you're being an ironic here or I'm so.
Just assume
that's how I roll.
Sarcastic.
I like people to be confused about what I am. It's what I do.
The little teeny tiny metalhead from my teen years in me has just popped out thinking like, yes, we need to play this.
Yeah, the teeny tiny metalhead has just popped out of you is what you're saying.
Yeah. It's on the back of my spine though, so no
Welcome
one
to
can
the
see
Robot Republic.
it. Like Voldemort in the Philosopher's Stone, he just occasionally realizes himself from like the center of my spinal column.
Pops out going, get us in the pit, the mosh pit.
Yeah.
This year from Funcom, a rhythm shooter with metal music, and right now, as they mentioned, a
Don't
demo
like
has
his
been-
Rhythm shooter with metal music. I mean, that is
Next up,
quite
the new game
cool.
launches tomorrow. The Quarry
It
from
certainly
Supermassive
makes
Games,
sense.
Spiritual successor to Until Dawn, stars David Arquette and an all-star cast. It's getting great reviews.
Yeah.
This is one of those binge-worthy teen horror.
What's David Arquette going to do? Be monotone?
Every choice shapes your story and determines who
Almost
lives
get killed,
and
but
dies
somehow escape at the last
camp in
minute.
upstate New York.
Make that Area 51 game with Marilyn Manson that nobody played?
Make a really poor life decision and divorce Courtney Cox.
Be a terrifying face.
But if your whole family, you know, like every last one of them decided to jump down the bottom of a well, and they're all just...
My biggest thing with Supermassive,
Hanging
right,
on the
is
end
they're
of the
based
rope.
in the UK.
How can one person be expected to pull
So
them all back?
why don't they do more UK-based games?
Because nobody cares about a protag with an English accent unless
Oh,
they're
that's very
Sherlock.
true. Unless, or they're a villain, to be fair.
And even
Yeah.
that, Sherlock games don't sell. So
That's because they have terrifying teleporting Dr. Watsons.
what?
More to this than you realize.
Like what?
Kidnapping, murder, cover-ups. I think the whole Hackett
That
family
choking
is
looked more
in on it.
sexy than anything.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
the
gonna say, it
topless,
had a
sweaty
very-
choking.
Yeah.
Goddamn clue.
Is this meant to be scary or comic?
I think it's going to be that kind of like lovely middle
campy
ground.
horror, campy
Yeah, it's
horror, yeah.
campy slasher horror.
You mean 911?
So slasher horror.
Yeah.
911.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Who does say 911?
We gotta get out.
Nobody. That's what's called bad dialogue.
I like the fact that it's got... Oh... What's her name? Insidious
Conjuring or whatever her name is,
woman.
yeah.
Story. It's a creature feature. It's really happening, and you're.
Oh, there's a
all in
dude who's so ripped he looks like a fucking Marvel character.
Lynn
like,
Shay is in this, and I fucking loved her in the Insidious films. Like, I hate the films because they're horror films, but I really liked her character and how she
I'm
portrayed
for
it.
that. I've reached out. I'm hoping they'll give me a copy of that to make.
Yeah,
stuff
Supermassive.
with,
If the very, in the unlikely event you're watching this, please do send us a review copy because we'd love to play it, and I will scream a lot.
Come give us an interview.
People will
drive to you.
comment on it.
Realm card system that lets you impact things like the weather pattern, resources, and challenges in this procedural realms.
Marcus, yeah, my one's in the post as well. I need to.
Procedural generation, you say? I'm now going to switch off. Everyone
I love
does
a bit of proceed gen.
Yeah, but everyone's doing it nowadays. It's just like the new hot
You
thing.
hipster.
Yeah, but I can wear a bowler hat.
This looks kind of cool.
Where it's at,
From
where
based on
procedural
nothing
generation
has
is
happened.
going to thrive is procedural generation generated animation.
Oh, I remember seeing this game. Yeah, this looks like there's everything they've stuffed into it, and it kind of
I mean,
looks
it's
cool.
every survival game ever made. So you play it for a
It's
week
the one
and
with the
then
weird
get
hell
bored.
portals as well.
Isn't that just Minecraft?
Yeah, it is. It's a weird with the weird. No, it's the game with the weird hell portals as well. So it kind of has like an action in it element to it.
All that makes me think is the Oblivion questline where you had to go through all the gates at the end
Basically,
of the
that is
game.
basically this is Oblivion meets Ark meets Conan.
I don't want to do those gates again. They sucked. That is an overdone troll.
Those Oblivion gates. I do
Those
remember
are
just spamming healing items and just charging through them.
creepy.
I was the only way to do them when you
bastard.
had to do like 9 of them.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
sucked.
it was a thrall. It was a fucking slog, is what it
Slog.
was.
Perfect time to bring out my stick.
Oh no, spiders that actually jump like spiders. No thanks.
It's not a tick. I
See,
don't
I like the
ticks.
designs of stuff, but it's like same as like Greedfall. Greedfall's a game with some designs I really like, but I just can't be fucked to play it.
Oh,
Like,
Marcus is excited in the
just not
chat.
interested.
because
I
of the
want to
card element.
replay Greedfall. I like Greedfall. I've got it on bloody Xbox.
It's about to come off Game Pass, so if anyone's wanting to quickly give it a shot, but because I love it at the beginning where you fight a big tree monster and then you sort of don't do anything for long enough that I just give up playing.
No, I bought Greedfall. I've got it on disc, but the issue I have with it is the magic system sucked.
Yeah.
I like the look at that. Like I don't know if it'll be any good, and I hope there isn't too much along the lines of, oh, now you have to craft some food to eat some food to not starve, and
You will definitely have to do that.
yeah.
The Saints are marching in
But it does
on
have card
August
slowers.
23rd.
Yes.
Saints
Sexy,
Row.
sexy Saints Row.
I like the look of this.
Today, we're happy to announce the launch of the Boss Factory demo across PC and console, which lets you design and set up your character. And since it's Saints Row, you guys are going to have a lot of fun with this one. Check it out.
Yes, but are we going to have customizable penises like we did in...
That's cheeky as well. They're giving you a...
well, they cut out...
make the character now, so then you'll buy the game later because you want to play as whatever you've made.
They overestimate my attachment to anything I've made.
Yeah. I'm
Same,
the type of
like
person
actually
that
make a DeVito.
I am.
This is just going to be used to make...
There is...
Customizable penises!
This is just going to be used to make Twitter bio pics for a while.
Damn right it is.
This is what Callie's going to use to make everyone's new artwork for the website.
Did he just say be the swaggiest? I now refuse this gaming concept.
Yeah,
they're
be
doing
the weirdest.
Fortnite dances. Not a fan of that.
Seriously, this is perfect. Dinner and a show, baby.
Why is weird in these things always a fat guy in a diaper?
I don't know.
I mean, it's a bit weird.
This guy had an unfortunate job. Will be someone else.
Oh look, Goth Vampire Girl.
I'm not averse
Goth
to it,
Vampire Gentleman.
but I'm pretty sure that's not a girl.
Oh, I meant the woman that got out of the car.
Yeah, pretty sure that wasn't a woman.
Oh. Reference to the trans community, which is awesome.
You remember what Cyberpunk? They decided you could do a number of things with your specific gender.
Cyberpunk's kind of like character creator gender-wise was actually like really quite progressive and nice because you could just do whatever you wanted.
Shame it was attached to Cyberpunk.
Yeah, that's very true.
Stop now. Cyberpunk's fine.
I haven't played it.
Just because it's cool to hate on it.
No, I played it and it was janky as hell. I had to like literally replay half the game because it locked me out of the final mission because I was like, oh,
I
this is the
remember
final
your
mission.
talk about it being good and such, and the review
It was a good game.
Pretty good, and
it was a good
I
game. It
played
was
it
just
and I just
buggy.
I just found it kind of boring. Ooh, Warhammer!
Yeah.
Oh god.
Warhammer 40K Darktide, Fat Shark's follow-up to the critically acclaimed Vermintide series.
thing is, right, with
Darktide
Cyberpunk, I've
promises
still
intense
not completed The
four-player
Witcher because
co-op
I find
action
games that are too big a
terrifying
bit too.
enemy hordes to team up against. And it's
But The Witcher 3 is like one of the best games of the last
I
decade.
totally agree, but I'm still.
I find it to be okay. World building's great. The actual combat kind of sucks.
The world
That's
building,
fine,
the
it's just too
story,
big a
the
game for me.
narrative, it was brilliant. And the combat was fine. The combat was
So
fine.
we've got a Cardian, an Ogryn, and I'm going to assume a Sister of Battle, and a
Okay, the fact that
Psyker.
they said Cardian is really upsetting for me.
Cadian.
Thank you.
Wow, here we go. This is the part of the stream where the Warhammer nerds start arguing about the pronunciations of
either
names
this.
because
Join
of the
in.
Warhammer nerds.
Rody Emperor.
Oh Christ! This is just a bit where I'm like, I should just go for a pee break.
No, come on, it looks good.
Yeah, but it's not going to be what the gameplay looks. See, look, the gameplay versus the cinematics is
No, that
not.
looks pretty good gameplay.
I mean, it looks exactly the same as Necromunda was.
It's Vermintide, not Necromunda was the. Oh, you mean Hired Gun? We had this conversation
Yeah.
on Twitter before, yeah. Hired Gun
is, though,
had major problems, especially with the like posts once you finish
Oh
your
no, it
mission.
crashed constantly.
It's
I
not
didn't have any of that. I just had
letting
it, I thought the
you
balancing was
play
pretty good.
as a sexy space pirate.
What do you mean?
I mean, they don't really have sexy space pirates.
Unless
That's
you're
what the
thinking of
Dark
the
Eldar
Eldar.
are. The
Right,
Dark
okay.
Eldar are sexy space pirates.
Yeah, you don't want to get involved in
Sexy,
that.
murdery
That's not the
space
sort of
pirates.
sex you want to be a part. That's just
That is the only part of the Warhammer lore
There is
that I
a lot
actually
of
enjoy.
I mean,
is the
you
fact
could
that
go with
Dark Eldar-
rogue traders.
Yeah.
They wear the long coats. The Dark Eldar are a bit more.
No, I love the Dark
I like
Eldar.
that. You can go
Murdery.
with rogue traders. They're the ones that look most like Nazis, I suppose, and they're kind of sexy.
Well, they're less murdery than the Dark
No,
Eldar
the
are.
Dark Eldar is always. It's the only part of Warhammer lore that I've enjoyed is the Dark Eldar because they're just
Orcs.
evil.
Orcs have the
Orcs
best
are the
evil,
fucking best
murdery
one, yeah.
space pirates.
They've changed it recently and it sucks, but
I ignore
the
it.
old stuff. Yeah, exactly, right?
Because I don't believe it, so it's not true. Because
What?
orcs.
Exactly.
Oh, these are Nurgle. Gotta love a bit of Nurgle. Pustules. Evilis obviously loves Dark Eldar.
See, Eva's with me because the Dark Eldar are just oomph.
Also, I like Eva's quoted a cardigan, an ogre.
Oh, are we getting a
They are ready
new?
to reveal their latest creation made completely in Unreal Engine 5 for a
Ooh.
visceral horror experience.
Ooh, Layers of Fear.
World
I'm a big fan of Layers of Fear, the first
Was
game.
Layers of Fear the Kinect one?
No, it's just a walking simulator.
It was the one with the book
jump,
monster.
Boring. I hate walking
I love it.
simulators. It's not got a cardigan in it.
There's no peril, and I'm into it.
I like being a cardigan.
Thing is,
It's like
this
a
is
warm
like
summer hug.
they've built this entirely in UE5, which means it is going to look wow.
Wait, is their name the Blooder team or Blugger team?
Bloober.
Bloober, yeah, it's not Blooper. That's close.
Nope. Victorian Pictures. Nope.
Creepy
Probably
piano.
A puppet. No, this is puppet. There's puppet.
Oh yeah, we forget Josh has got a deep-rooted fear of puppets.
It is a rational fear of puppets. If you're going to haunt something, it's a puppet. Sex and sadism, ooh, as Eva puts.
It's a Dark Eldar in a nutshell.
Not a lot of sex, to be honest. Most of their
Marcus
children
saying-
are born in vats. They don't actually engage in
Mark is
coitus.
saying, stop kink shaming Riku. If he wants to be flayed and put on a hulk of a raiding barge, you do you, hun.
I will
Well, so-
indeed.
So you're watching Serenity then?
Basically, yeah.
Well, that's Nathan Fillion. I can understand that. Even as a straight man, I can understand that. He is
Yeah.
dreamy. Who? What did you say, Kelly?
And Summer Glau. Is that name,
Yeah.
isn't it?
No, fair dues, but Nathan Fillion. He was Buck in Halo, so, you know.
Now you're talking my language.
It's
Halo.
like
Clearly not.
weirdly, like all these different areas and stuff looks weird as shit. And
I'm distracting myself from puppets. That's all I'm doing.
There's
I know
no
I can't.
puppets. There's not a single puppet so far.
There is a
Everyone
creepy
says
giant
that,
skeleton
and then-
cyclops.
That's fine. I can deal with that because I can kill it. Puppets, no.
I don't think you
wouldn't.
kill anything
There are
in this
puppets.
game.
It's just ghosts, isn't it?
You know, ghosts going.
Chock full of puppets. Chock full
They're
of ghosts.
waiting. Don't like.
This October,
Hate.
Gotham
Oh
Knights
yes, sexy Nightwing game.
Red Hood all
Nah.
the way.
Either first name
Wow, either or.
Nathan Fillion in
Well, no, if
Firefly.
we're going
Fair enough.
sexy, it's Barbara Gordon. Everyone loves Barbara Gordon.
I love
go
Barbara
Nightwing,
Gordon,
I'll
but
be honest.
Nightwing's sexy Nightwing.
Yes, but Barbara Gordon is also the one who has dated nearly every member of the Bat family at some point or another.
Babs has got
Bit
game.
weird, isn't it?
Babs has got game.
Dated Nightwing, dated Red Hood. Well, had a thing with Red Hood. Dated Tim Drake in the
I guess
Arkham
that's when
games.
you're the only girl in your exclusive club, I suppose.
There are more girls than that. You got Stephanie Brown, Cass.
Wait, who are these people? So they have what are their
Okay.
superhero names?
So Stephanie Brown became Robin and then became Spoiler. She was the daughter of Clue Master.
Okay, I've decided I'm not nerdy enough for this
Yeah, but it's
conversation,
already
sorry.
happening. You've
Ah,
started
fuck's
it
sake.
now.
Oh god,
Uh,
Nightwing looks sexy
Cassidy
as hell.
Kane became Batwoman. Or was it Batgirl? She's Batgirl.
She's Batwoman.
Yeah,
She's
but
not
no,
gonna
there's
date any
another
of the
Bat.
dudes.
Yeah, she's Batwoman, and then there's another one who is another Bat. There's a lot of Batwoman. Isn't this the one where they decided that Red Hood does magic jumps?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Because
you can
why the
put
fuck not?
That's a waste of bullets.
They're Batman villains. They're not good with bullets anyway, Cal.
They were.
They actually have
aiming for him,
worse
just
aim than a stormtrooper.
They can't hit a rich man in a
Wait, what?
leather
Why
gimp
is
suit.
why is Nightwing's hair been cut?
Because if it's like
No.
Tumblr, everyone gets an undercut.
No. Why is
Yes.
Nightwing's a
Did he have
no?
long hair before?
Nightwing's no. He's got like
Yeah, you
nice
can change
hair.
his hair
we
depending
can
on the
change his
costume.
hair. Well,
So
I
you
don't
get a
want to change
ponytail in this
Nightwing's
one.
hair. He was fine as he was.
I don't. My only Nightwing knowledge or thoughts is from the TV series. What was it called?
The animated series.
Teen Titans.
Teen Titans.
Well, there's no. They
Titans,
never
in fact.
confirmed that was. Wait, the cartoon.
No,
No,
the
no,
live
no.
cartoon.
No, the live action Titan series.
Oh, fuck that.
I
like
right.
that.
I've not watched all of it, but I quite liked what I saw.
No, why wouldn't you have Nightwing from the Batman animated series?
Yeah, true.
That was Gotham Knights.
That's where they
and
gave him
now
a
we
mullet.
welcome- Oh, look
Who doesn't love mullet?
Oh
Naughty
no.
Dog.
Yes. Remember
Josh,
the
we need
mullet.
to nerd out over comics sometime. War Games storyline where Steph becomes Robin and puts in Bruce's war game plan. Oh, this is hurting me to read.
It
Know
is.
what Bruce's matches Malone. So good.
Marcus, I've
I mean,
never
hell,
wanted
if
to
you
take
wanted
your
to
lunch
go-
money so much.
Well, currently you have. I can talk about the Red Hood doing Task Force Z. I can talk about the Robbins comic. No, that finished recently. The Robbins comic. I'm not caught up to date
Oh,
on
really?
Last of Us again. Who
This
cares?
leaked
TV
earlier
series.
today.
It's crazy.
Oh, was it?
Oh, what, the
TV
one with
series.
Pedro Pascal?
2 years for Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, okay.
And we still hear from
Are you sure? Because I know there was a leak earlier from Sony of the trailer for Last of Us remake.
Why are they
Another one.
remaking it? It already came out on PS4.
Another one.
Yeah, and PS5 as a technically, but yeah, no, we get it's a remake.
Why?
Because they can make
Because of
money from
money.
I mean, I feel like these games need to actually make the third game before they worry about doing these bloody remakes.
But why? Because the third game might annoy fans, whereas if we just keep remaking 1 and 2, people will buy it and we can make
Well, no,
money.
you
Two
remake-
annoyed fans. then.
Yeah, two annoyed fans. Who had a woman who wasn't wayfish and it pissed people off.
Multiplayer mode has evolved.
In fact, it started a whole thing where
Is
they
that
were
why?
like,
Is that why people
Oh,
don't like
no.
it because of the hench
Yeah.
girl?
because she had muscles, and everyone's like, that's not a realistic
Oh,
look
Get
for
off your
women.
soapbox. Get off your soapbox about that. I'm like, nah, do you know what? It was nice to actually have a female protagonist that was, like, jacked.
No, I remember having the. I chatted to Glitch.
I mean, she
about
was
this,
a
actually, 'cause
bitch, but that had nothing to do with
She
her
was like
physicality.
training and living in a apocalyptic world. It makes sense to work out.
Exactly.
Right?
What else are
Yeah.
you going to do?
What I can tell you.
Well, apparently they thought she should have, you know, tits out to there, shirt open to there.
Oh, of course. Yeah, the standard misogyny that comes with, you know, some people
Nobody
play
would
video
wear a
games.
sports bra in this kind of a... Not that it would make the most sense with zombies. You don't want to be flopping around everywhere.
I think they're trying to, in this remake, they're redoing the multiplayer aspect of The Last of Us, because that's what everyone remembers about that game, how good the multiplayer was.
It's really
Oh,
Yeah.
sarcasm. It took me a moment to catch on.
I remember seeing that on Twitter quite a lot. All the Last of Us conversations. Man, remember the multiplayer? It was great. You
Never
could
touched
do
it. Never
something.
touched it.
Next year to hear more about that one.
The factions. I know the factions was meant to come out with Last of Us 2, and it
I've
still hasn't.
I've spoken to my ex more than I've played The Last of Us
I mean,
multiplayer.
Eva has made a very good point. Fans will get pissed if it's just a constant re-release of the same thing, like Skyrim.
Fans are pissed about that, to be honest. A lot of people, well, they just want
They
Morrowind
keep buying
remade.
it, don't they? They keep buying it.
Yeah, they do.
Well,
And
Elder
until we
Scrolls
stop,
fans-
buying Skyrim Elder Scrolls fans, we're not getting the sixth one. So just don't buy Skyrim.
Yeah, but which Elder Scrolls? Because you've got the Elder Scrolls fans who say Morrowind was the best game ever made, and everything after it is trash.
Oblivion.
Oblivion fans who stay quietly in the corner trying to figure out anything.
I loved
This is
Oblivion.
the best one. Yeah, I feel like mostly people's favourite Skyrim game is the one they played first.
Well, it's probably going to be Skyrim if it's their favourite Skyrim game.
And they're actually their last day of
What,
filming.
what did I say?
You said
Did I say-
Skyrim. Yeah, you said it. Every people's
I
favorite
mean,
Skyrim
that's
game.
like you say iPad instead of tablet, right? It's just, you know, Elder Scrolls.
No,
is
it's
just
because
Skyrim.
unfortunately
You've
we've
now-
actually forgotten about every other Elder Scrolls game because we just assume they're all just called Skyrim now.
You
Because
have
we've had so
unfortunately
many
now
versions.
pissed off 2/3 of the Elder Scrolls community, Callie.
Maybe.
So hashtag cancel Callie Elder Scrolls.
So it's just a series of different hashtag cancel
Here we
Callies
go.
based on what transgression I made.
I'm really glad Pedro Pascal has got like really good roles after Oberyn Martell.
I still want to see his bloody him with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, that film
Oh,
looks
yeah.
good. It just looks like a stupidly fun time. It doesn't. It's not the sort of film that you're gonna be like, oh, it's amazing. It's just like it was fun.
It's
Something about
Nicolas
being
Cage.
famous.
It's Nicolas Cage being Nicolas Cage.
Which, I mean, Nicolas Cage has done a lot of crap, let's be fair.
Oh yeah.
But he's done a lot of amazing
Put in the
films
work
too.
is what he did.
Well, he went into debt, that's why
That's
he
why
put in the work.
Yeah, he had to get out of that debt. However,
even
I
less-
love that Willy's Wonderland. That's one of my like best films.
I played Morrowind with my big brother and his friend when I was a kid. I tried it a few years ago, and the yank killed it so hard. Well, yeah, if you yank it too hard, you're gonna kill it, Eva. Sorry.
What?
I think
What
that
are
was
you
meant to be
talking about?
jank, to be fair.
Oh right.
Yeah, but she said yank, and
Yeah,
that's what
no,
we're
well,
rolling with.
it's Thirsty Thursday.
So yank away.
Hashtag cancel Callie bracket square brackets flavor of the hour.
Hashtag yank it.
What's going on here?
Oh, hello.
They brought in Troy Baker again.
He plays the.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
this,
he was
this
Joel.
is Joel and Ellie, isn't it? Voice actor wise.
Yeah, well, everyone thought Ellie was Elliot Page.
When Craig and I started working on the
Looks
show,
wise,
one of
basically
our
is,
very
right?
first meetings, we said,
Yeah,
Very
pretty much.
similar, to be fair.
I think
Is this them
based it
go-
on them?
I
Is
think
this
he
them
tried to
announcing?
sue over it.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, I think they
I'm
did.
surprised they basically copied like their look entirely.
Well, they got
back
sued
then.
because you know in the trailer where Ellie plays that song and sings for The Last of Us 2,
Yeah.
they got in a lot of trouble for that because it was taken off a YouTuber who had done the song.
Yeah.
And they ended up finally admitting it was her, and it was a whole thing. And then Naughty Dog went, "We've made an amazing game, and it's another story-based third-person survival crafting shooter."
They are naughty.
So
for
that's
sure.
something that might, you know, get some people excited and put other people off. Is that Ashley Johnson and Troy Baker are going to be in the Last of Us TV series for reasons that we don't quite understand.
Are they going to be zombies?
Oh, are they? Is that confirmed, or are you just hypothesizing?
Hypothesizing.
I have no issue with throwing a cameo for someone that's related to the original thing. It's like, you know, putting Daniel Craig as a stormtrooper or whatever. Daniel Craig?
Yeah, Daniel Craig was a stormtrooper in.
Doesn't matter, like you can't see him.
Oh, everyone had way more to yell about in those Star Warses than Daniel Craig being a
Oh, I like the
stormtrooper.
first one. The other ones suck the worst.
There was potential, and they squandered it because of some idiot named Rian Johnson.
I acknowledge it exists, but I'm annoyed with the Finn characterization in it.
There was no development. That was a problem.
No,
Exactly.
It's just
He
he was
just
the main
starts-
character, and he should have carried on being.
They
the
had
main
a
character in
golden
the next film.
opportunity, right? They had a golden opportunity after The Force Awakens
Both of them.
to have not only a person of color as a main protagonist in a Star Wars film, but they also had the opportunity to have a queer relationship in a Star Wars film. And then Rian Johnson just decided to shred it with pieces.
See, for me, it was more the fact that he, even in that movie, they got him and he just started killing stormtroopers with no issue.
Yeah.
I found that to just be bad character, and then he got forgotten about, which was sad.
Oh, we already know you have terrible like opinions on films, such as the masterpiece that is Prometheus. So yeah, it's not a...
I'm not going to acknowledge
Gonna
your
leave again
statement.
now while this kicks off.
I'm not going to acknowledge your statement, Callie, because I know it to be false.
Right, back to your Reddit boards where you can all just agree with each other.
Oh, the shade.
Oh, that's fair enough. The person who likes Prometheus claiming about Reddit boards. Fair enough.
Wait, Reddit doesn't like Prometheus.
I
Pretty
don't know
sure.
what pages you've been bit.
Oh, really?
I
Do they
don't
like
use
it?
Reddit. I don't know. I don't use Reddit.
yeah. Seems like something Reddit talk about.
So
Look, we're doing the first game again, but look how pretty it looks.
It looks the same.
No, I think it looks better.
It looks very similar.
I mean, I'll admit, I find
better
Last of Us
textures.
mostly to be okay as a series. I've never found it amazing.
I've watched it be played in parts, and it looks quite cool. For me, though, it's a kind of scary game, so I'm not going to play it, right? Like,
It's
you
the
have to
issue I
hide from
have.
things.
The issue I have is it's just a Naughty Dog game, and the writing is not amazing. People claim it is, but it's all right.
There are aspects of the writing that could be improved. A lot of the dialogue is almost human dialogue. It's not naturalistic. I could talk at length about dialogue in video games, though, so I'm not going to start.
I mean, the dialogue is fine, but the issue is, it's like this, you know, they're stating they've put the DLC into it, which is the DLC that hinted about Ellie's sexuality more than the main game never did.
Yeah.
And then that's why you got people in the second game going, "What do you mean she's gay now?" You go, if you played the DLC,
yeah,
if you played the DLC, you go, it was plainly obvious that was the case.
I like the fact that,
I've
like,
not played either, but is it really something that needed going like, oh, she turned out gay when she
I mean,
got
in
a
the
bit
first
older,
one,
like,
it's not
was she
really a
super
notion.
straight though, or like.
Well, no, she was as straight as a
child,
12-year-old is.
Yeah, I was going to say, she was a child who hadn't you know, who maybe had an idea, but to be fair, she was in the middle of a literal apocalypse and she had bigger things on her plate.
Yeah, it just doesn't sound like something that would need addressing in that game. So if she turned out gay in the next game, that's just fine.
Well, it comes down to the who cares ideology,
exactly.
doesn't it?
You don't need to hint at something like that.
You do in plots for things. People get.
How much it has changed.
It's changed so much. You know, just some different textures.
Something so sarcastic, it looks better. Like, surely you can see that.
Yes,
right?
it looks better, but it's
But
like we've rebuilt it from the ground up. I'm like, well, you haven't rebuilt it. You use the PS3 version as a model for the PS4 version, as a model for the PS5 version in a different game engine. That's
Also, it's been rebuilt to play the same game again. Everyone knows what happens.
So cynical.
Because I'm bored of re-releases.
Gaming has made me cynical.
I'm a
Bored
jaded
they
soul.
shouldn't do it.
I am a
Say they shouldn't do
jaded
it,
soul.
But to then ignore that it's actually a much better looking version of that game. Like,
But it doesn't.
Sure, it doesn't need to exist.
It doesn't fix all the issues. It doesn't fix the issues Last of Us has as a game, which people don't like to acknowledge. Doesn't.
What are the issues? Like the gameplay.
The fact that shooting has always been kind of
How do you know they haven't improved?
The shooting is not good.
Because it's the way the game is designed.
Yeah.
It's one of those third-person shooters that were prevalent at that period of time.
Wasn't number 2? Wasn't Last of Us 2 meant to be like a big improvement on the?
It improved the movement, and that was it. The actual shooting
the
is
shooting is
barely
not
different.
I know for a fact you've not played Last of Us 2.
No, but this is what I'm saying. No, The Last of Us 1, the shooting was just not good.
It was Uncharted shooting.
Yeah.
That's it.
But it's because they spent a lot of time working on the narrative, and then for like, oh, we need to put some shooting bits in this, but we're not. Well, we've got the templates from Uncharted. Let's just use those.
Also,
let's face it, your devs that are working on the shooting mechanics aren't the ones working on the narrative. So,
also, the horror nature of the game. For instance, one of the main things in the game is the clickers. You're in a dark area. The clickers are all walking around. You've got to sneak past them. Or you throw a brick and then a Molotov, and they all die. That is literally how you get past The Last of Us on the hardest difficulty.
Sounds like a sensible tactic.
Maybe if someone in place wants
Sure,
we can talk about
except it's not a tactic. It's just an easy thing to abuse. The crafting has always been bad. It was unnecessary, but it existed.
It was the tick box thing, wasn't it? Of, oh, well, there's...
You've got enough to make a healing item. You could have just given me a healing item.
Yeah.
All right, well, that is.
I mean,
that's the same in Resident Evil with like picking up 2 green herbs, right?
Well, Resident Evil at least made sense in that a green herb will heal you, 2 green herbs will heal you more, a green and a red herb will heal you X, a green, a red, and a yellow herb will up your health in Resident Evil 4. I think it's 4 where it did that.
Are we wrapping this up, Jeff, or are we?
It's being wrapped up. Yeah, this is the end.
Why does Netflix have a show?
Because Netflix have got a gaming platform.
That is a terrifying concept.
As for me, I'll see you again in August when we are back live in Cologne.
Yeah, anyway, not played Last of Us, but apparently it's very good, so I don't see an issue with them making. I mean, it's won enough like awards.
It's not bad, but it's pretty by the numbers. It's not the greatest thing ever made.
I'm sure it isn't, but I mean, I don't see an issue with them making. I mean, I have an issue with them just making remakes of stuff. But
to be fair,
to give it the credit for it looking better than the original, I don't see what's wrong with that. If people are going to pay for it, I guess.
To be fair, part of the problem is when it came out. No, but when it came out, I was in the old Xbox camp, and the PlayStation people were over the top about it.
Yeah, you still see that on Twitter nowadays, frankly.
Like, it's the greatest game ever made!
It's Psychonauts man. What's his name?
Tim Schafer.
What's it?
God, he's aged badly.
You don't know what Day of the Devs is? Day of the Devs is the greatest and definitely the oldest independent games festival.
I still haven't played Psychonauts 2.
It's really good. I loved it.
To celebrate
I played a chunk of it on the channel actually, back in like December time.
Developers and players together to get together, play games, and have a great time.
Yeah, I know what you said about the PlayStation fanboys and their love of Last of Us,
and Uncharted, they had the same thing with Uncharted. And I enjoyed Uncharted. Like, I still enjoy Uncharted.
That's it. If you're running a thing where you know you're going to make money regardless, it's like Skyrim. Like, I can totally buy why they're doing it, and it does at least look like it's got an improvement, unlike GTA trilogy.
The one I'm
remaster.
surprised by is we haven't seen a Killzone remake yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because there's just no real want for it, is there, though?
FPS people
yeah.
tend to have already been on Xbox, right?
Well, because I mean, I played Killzone Shadowfall a while ago, and it was alright. And I played Killzone 1 on PS2, and it was alright. But I never played Killzone 2 and 3, so they should remake it just for me. Is what I'm saying.
I would be up for it, 'cause it was that Killzone is the one where they're basically mimicking Gears of War, right? That was their kind of answer.
Yeah,
to
it's where they made the bad guys space Nazis, but they're all British for some reason.
Yeah, well, to Americans, the Nazi voice is the British accent. Like
Cockney British accent, though. It's hard to have a fascist genocide that goes up me old cherry chips. Oi, 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 oi.
Is that what they sound like in Killzone?
Lovely.
Cockney.
It's not far off. We're going to exterminate your planet, me old sunshine lardy. Get the apples and pears. We've got chips. Whee.
Well, that was the opening ceremony and the start of that was Summer Game Fest 2022.
And I'm fuming because I tweeted at Jeff Keighley asking if he can give us a shout out, and he didn't. So
do you know what, Uncle Jeff? If you ever watch this, shame on you.
Does he not know we're official co-streamers?
It just
and
doesn't
I'm sure
care,
we're
does
the
he?
only
When
one.
you've got that much money, you don't care.
Well, you got this it is, yeah, because we're official co-streamers.
That's why we've got all the fancy backgrounds and stuff, to be fair. But yeah, it's been lovely. Thank you to everyone that has joined us in the chat. And thank you to everyone that's watching this on demand, etc. You know, what were your highlights? Let us know in the comments down below. And yeah, what have we got coming up for the rest of the week? I think we've got a new How Not to Play coming out tomorrow. Callie, there might be an Untitled podcast this weekend being live streamed on Sunday morning. Maybe
not with me for sure.
Okay,
I'm
there's
away.
not then. Oh, you are. Yes. No, there's no live podcast.
There's a body pillow coming out.
Yes, but we're going to investigate why those pictures are on that body pillow. But yeah, we've got loads of other content coming out over the course of the next week. We are possibly, some people might be streaming the IGN thing tomorrow. We're definitely going to be back over the weekend for more of the Summer Game Fest streaming events.
Yeah, we've got Sunday, we've got Xbox.
Yes, and I think we've got possibly one on Saturday, but it depends whether
I would say
ahead or not.
Only Xbox matters, and also IGN.
You would say that, wouldn't you? To be fair, you would just say Xbox is the only one that matters. To be fair, I got State of Play last week. I saw Final Fantasy 16. I'm not fast, but yeah,
I am not biased. Look at this shirt.
I am incredibly biased.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And I accept that.
I'm a
little biased, but I've got a PlayStation shirt on.
But yeah,
I just spend a lot of time defending The Last of Us, which is a very PlayStation move.
I mean, you could just insult Final Fantasy for its lackluster plotline.
I will end the stream right now and resign. We'll resign.
Cool.
A very overly dramatic exit, and I'd be like, "No, stream gone. Riku
just like
disappears."
Square Enix's lackluster characters.
How dare you, sir? How dare you?
Square Enix phoning in the last 10 games.
Right, I'm going to finish my wrap up before I get too angry and just cut the stream off mid-flow.
You're getting angry about dramatically emo teenagers.
Yeah, I am getting. Yeah, sharp. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. I'm going to talk over my colleagues whilst they just rip the piss out of my favourite game series. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you like the video, please do hit the like button, subscribe. And like we said, what were your highlights? Let us know in the comments below. Yeah, keep tuned to the channel, hit the notification icon, because we're going to be streaming lots of Summer Game Fest over the course of the next few days. But yeah, take care, everyone.
Remember,
we'll see you next time.
Squall sucked.
You're a bastard. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye. We know.